Boop. Boop. There we go. Perfect. Flawless. Hi.
Hello.
Flawless.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to episode A Billion Billion
A
of
billion
Housebound
billion.
Adventuring with our wonderful players. Woohoo! I'm not topless today, but it might look a little bit like it. I'm wearing a tank top. It's just it's pinky, and I'm a very white boy.
Oh my god, you called it a tank top.
Yeah.
Continue, sorry.
I've been bullied into it. Browbeaten. We are going to play some D&D today. It's been a couple of weeks, and I'm excited, but also feeling rusty. Even though it's been like 2 weeks, I'm still feeling rusty. We have prompts. We have a prompt. And that is given to us by Docs in May, believe it or not. Does your character have a trait that they want to change or haven't been able to? Think of like a New Year's resolution type of thing. And I was just slightly. Oh,
thanks so much for gifting 4 subs. I'm sorry, I need to interrupt you when an alert happens when it's at the time.
You interrupt me.
Thank you so much for Kanye Kwai. I hope you're doing well. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, okay, thank you.
A hype train is close.
Lamau Lemons. That's a great name.
Yeah.
Lemons is great. Oh yeah, there's the prompts command as well.
Yep, worked flawlessly first time.
Yeah, first time.
Yeah, the prompts command worked flawlessly first time.
We could extend the prompt about the character traits to like a character sheet thing. Like, is there a character sheet thing, like one like your bond, whatever, blah 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 blah, that maybe doesn't perfectly describe your character, who they are now, as opposed to when you first wrote your character sheet, if that suits you a little bit better. And whilst our players are thinking about that kind of stuff,
Grace, thank you so much for gifting us a poo. That's very sweet of you. Thank you.
Inching the way back up to 69 subs.
Nice.
That's a good number. It's nice to see everybody in chat. Hi, hi, Grace. We were just thinking, like, was it yesterday? Was it the day before yesterday? We were like, it's been a while since we've seen Grace. I hope that Grace is okay. Hi, Tortu.
Hi, Tortu.
My light's not on. Hello.
Oh, hey, Kanak.
Oh, Kanak, thanks for the 500 biddies. Level 3 hype train. Oh my god. Massive poggies.
Ew.
Thank you.
Poggaroonies.
Mean little ginge. Ginge, we're all a little.
Someone's username is called Little
That's
Ginge.
the username that was gifted a sub.
It's so pleasant.
Good offensive. So, blah, 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 what are we doing? Oh, yes, while you're thinking about prompts, we'll go over what happened last session. Last session, you guys were ready to leave the pools at the center of the Maelstrom, this cheeky little fey town, and the wonderful company of Chiasmus, who is a total cousin of Haiku. No, interrupt me as much as you want to interrupt me. Interrupt me as much as you want to interrupt me. Have you added a command that says that's not quite right?
Excellent.
Extra called out. I mean, you could have just put in the same command.
Yeah.
This adds an element.
There's
of
also an
danger to it,
alias.
though.
Oh, okay.
You could just alias it to another command. This is much better.
It is much better. But Chiasmus is Haiku's cousin. You hung out for a bit. It was great. You helped cure her of a horrible disease that was curse that was eating away at her, and built her a combat wheelchair, which is sick. And some prostheses, which is also sick. Then walking away from her, you bumped into there's a very sad moment where you bumped into Listeria Silverwood,
Oh, yeah.
Silver Flood, who was looking for his partner, the water elf Feywill Silver Flood, who you had previously bumped into and retained a keepsake from. He was very grateful to be reunited with that.
Which was definitely why we took it.
Definitely why you took it, 100%. But it was okay because then you just determined that there was a well of water next to him that is called the something. It's called
Shadowed
something.
Veil?
Veil something. Veiled something.
Shadow.
Come on, veiled well.
Veiled
It's called the veiled well. Which was a magical pool of water that essentially allows you to. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Thank you for gifting 5 subs.
Hey!
The fucking hype train is doing a lot of things that's happening.
Choo-choo,
100% of something. Well, wait for it to pan across. Big hype. There you go. Thank you, Cannon. So kind of you. Thank you. Level 3 complete. It takes so long for it to scroll past each thing. Come on.
So you found the Veiled Well. It's a FaceTime, basically, that you can call somebody as long as they're near water. They have to accept it, and when they do, you can have a little chat. We had some drama around that. Namely, Nerly tried to butt dial somebody, didn't realize that it would have been a two-way scrying situation, and had to rush off back to Chiasmus and be like, "What the fuck? Oh God, help! Did I do it wrong?
Yeah.
Did I do it wrong?" No, everything's fine. I had a little bit of a catch up with Evelyn back at the homestead, as it were, back in. God, it's been so fucking long since we've gone back to our hometown. I've literally forgotten its name.
Nesmith.
Thank you. My God, my memory is shot. It does not exist. And had a bit of a chat, a little bit of a catch up. It was very nice. You also had a chat with Hilda, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You had a nice little catch up with Hilda.
I was in her soup.
You were in her soup, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She said she was going to send you a little package, and that she explained that she'd been scrying on you for a while to keep up with you to make sure you're okay. Then you made it to kind of the town hall, as it were, the hall of Crinea, and had a bit of a chat with her, the Archfey of the Maelstrom, who basically said very little. Honestly, there was a big old queue of people who were looking to have an audience with her, and she mostly ignored them. She seemed very chill about the whole thing, and many of the answers were given by the steward instead. She kind of rested there peacefully, her eyes closed the whole time, until you guys presented yourself. You asked for a tribute, which is the reason that you are here, and obviously, instead you were given a side quest. Although they seemed to at least acknowledge the authority of the Ursine Court and seemed quite keen to actually help you out in exchange for something else.
Is that helping? Or is that just a trade?
I mean, welcome to D&D.
God damn it. We're permanently stuck in this questing loop that we'll never get anything.
You were asked to retrieve the Rod of the Chosen Myrmidea, which had been stolen from the statue in the center of the settlement. You had been directed, and you've been told that you will be brought to a kind of temple underneath the Maelstrom. You've been told that it is underwater, but fortunately you have got plenty of bubble kelp. You are able to breathe under the water as long as you have that in your gob. And that's where we ended our session. We're going to lead you down into the temple beneath the Maelstrom and get a little bit of good old spelunking on, a little bit of dungeon delving. Okay. I've finished talking now. Hi, everybody. Sorry. Do you want to do our prompts? Let's do our prompts. Let's start with Nerly. Does your character have a trait they want to change but haven't been able to? Like a New Year's resolution type thing or a character type thing?
So I think, given all the things she's experienced, she's really starting to question some of her closely held beliefs. And she's been trying to not just assume that all other faiths are bullshit. And it's been very difficult for her, and I think overcoming a lifetime of training, brainwashing. And I think that that's something that she's been working very hard on.
Okay.
Nice.
So she's been working on getting away from the ideology that she was kind of indoctrinated with growing up. Okay, and that indoctrination essentially revolved around Selune being the one and only.
Yeah.
The one true goal.
Yes.
Yes.
Like train success. I want to see all of the emotes.
What
Whoa.
I've been working on was trying to find a way to make a pun, an iPhone pun for the well. But all I can come up with after even Googling is ice phone. So now I wish it were frozen. So I wish I could overcome that.
That is an amazing rage owl. I really like that a lot. So silly. Okay. Haiku, how about you?
I had two things written down, if that's allowed. First of all, I think the last couple of sessions have brought up. Maybe Haiku could learn to think before they speak. Just give half a second worth of thought into something.
Did all of us just go?
Because maybe it's just a Feywild, but blurting stuff out that maybe shouldn't be blurted out. And related to that, there's been, even before the Feywild, a steady decline into some kind of chaotic creature. And I don't know which way they're gonna go, to be honest. They just know they need to do something about it.
Okay, all right. We have noticed the steady decline towards a chaotic creature.
Steady decline or sudden cliff edge? I don't know.
I was gonna say, here we are. We've got the self-awareness is slowly developing for Haiku.
What you're seeing is somebody who hasn't played maybe too much 5e or something being like, yeah, neutral, I'll be a neutral character, and then the chaos of D&D ensues and they find.
That's exactly it. Okay, Randall.
So I have two things as well, so I am glad Jack set the precedent.
Oh shit.
My first thing is I think the thing that Randall is like consciously thinking of is about food, because he's never really been like a cook. He's never really cooked food for himself. He's just kind of like eaten what's been around, and that's like carried on in the party, and like people have like foraged and stuff, and he's just sort of like
had some porridge.
had some porridge, freeloaded off the efforts of others, like copy people buying drinks and stuff. And he's like, maybe I should do some more more cooking. So
that's cool.
Try some more interesting things that aren't just porridge or bread.
Yeah.
And then there's one that's like slightly less conscious, I think, but it's still sort of, it's like he hasn't consciously chosen to do this, but it's kind of like lots of small decisions pointing in this way, because one of his bonds is I work to preserve and grow my monastery. And I don't know if that's completely true, or at least as true as it was when Randall set out on this journey. And I think he's moving away from that, and it's now more his own interest that's driving what he's doing, rather than necessarily what's best for the monastery.
Oh, okay. Well, in which case, I'd be very interested to see you update that and have a think about what you think Randall's bond would be now. Don't have to do that right this second, but yeah, I think that's interesting.
I'll change your shit.
Hi, Leonore.
Hi, Leonore.
Hi, how you doing? Kawaifu with the first. Wow, that was 21 minutes before someone got the first.
I forgot it was even a thing.
Wow,
Sometimes everyone forgets. Sometimes people are ready right on the mark.
Some people, sometimes the second Jenny presses go live, it's redeemed. Sometimes it's 21 minutes.
Maybe everyone just assumed that it had been claimed because
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I think there's more of a sport of seeing how long you can go without pressing play, but still
Yeah,
pressing
that
it
is-
before someone else.
Oh, it's like one of
That
those
is a
auctions where the
sport,
price
yeah.
starts high and it keeps going down. It's like, oh, press the button, press the button. like,
Okay, Oro.
Mine is just from my character sheets because I think I just copied and pasted like personality traits that were in
Right.
you know the thing and been like, oh, this is fine. So my personality traits are: nobody stays angry at me or around me for long since I can diffuse any amount of tension. And I don't think Oro cares about that anymore. I think maybe she did used to care about diffusing tension, but I think current Oro is like sometimes tension just exists and it doesn't need to be diffused, and that's fine. And the next one is: I love a good insult, even one directed at me. I don't insult me. That's a bad idea.
That's a bad idea. Don't insult me.
Yeah, don't insult me. Don't think that's a good way to go. So I'll probably
Alright.
change those for something, but I don't know what.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'd like everyone who wants to change something about their character sheet, please to have a look at that and get back to me when you've given it a bit of a makeover.
Mhm.
You've got homework.
Damn it.
Okay. Right. Well, in that case, thank you very much, everyone, for doing your prompts. That was a prompt that was provided by Doxy. And if you want to do prompts, you know where to put them. You know where to put them. Hi, Emrys, how's it going?
Hi.
There they are.
Hi,
There they
Ty.
are. There they are.
You insult the
Okay.
gobbo, you get the stabbo. Exactly. That's what I'm just changing my personality trait to.
What was it? What I? We did. We went on holiday recently, and I did a. We did joke. We did like presentations because we're very cool people, and we did a very cool thing. And my presentation to the group was everyone as a D&D character sheet, but like I did stupid shit. So like, strength was, would you beat me in an arm wrestle match or whatever, like that kind of thing. And what did I say your playstyle was, Jenny?
Yeah.
Fuck, it was something like.
It was almost like
Shit,
a head empty.
It was head empty something. Fuck. Let's look it up now. D&D.
That's what you get for starting a thought without knowing the end of the thought.
Yeah, I should have known the thought.
it's all right. We'll fix it in the edit.
Well, I said,
It'll be nice and snappy in the edit.
I asked, hoping that Jenny might know. I had a head empty, take no shit, which I think sums you and Oro up.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in orange as well.
Yeah. There we go. Was it coming home?
Oh yeah, England just won the
Oh, they
Women's
won?
Euros. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
it's
nice.
coming
Woo.
home.
Love to see it.
Oh, we're not going to hear
coming.
that at all constantly.
No,
Never.
it's home
It's-
already. I
It's
guess
a lot
now.
quieter than it was for the men's tournament.
Well, I mean, it's still coming home just as much. Right. Anyway, we're starting our game now. No football talk.
Football doesn't exist in this world. And it does England.
Until you invented in this world.
Oh,
no.
my gosh. All right. So you guys have an evening to pootle around town, do what you want to do before you need to go and meet the steward and get brought to the temple beneath the maelstrom.
Didn't we want to try and source some bonus bubble kelp?
Yes.
That
Oh, I thought
feels
we
like
had quite a bit.
You've got a fair
have-
amount.
a reasonable amount. I only have 2.
Yeah, I know. I wanted like a shit ton. I wanted to be like swimming in bubblegum.
Like a week's worth of bubble kelp.
Yeah.
Each.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well, you have seen some in the marketplace.
Okay. Well, we'll go in there.
Some harvested bubble kelp. All right. So we make our way down to the market. It's not far from your cousin Chiasmus, but she's not there at the moment.
Oh.
The
Ooh.
market is still quite quiet. It's been quiet every single time you've been there, really, because it's not like there are peak hours. It's kind of you just go there and pick up stuff if you need it. And surely enough, there is a small batch of bubble kelp that's been set aside. You can see that there are 3 portions, as it were.
3 portions? Just like 3 bubble kelp, or?
Yeah. So that's 3 hours.
Damn it, is there not more bubble kelp?
I will. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
I'm gonna leave behind what's left of. I'll cut it to where it looks like a nice little rectangle, but the rest of my oat and honey soap that I made by hand as like a, you know, she knows that it's not like a trade situation, but she feels compelled out of a sense of like fairness to leave something behind when we take something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
2 bubble kelp is 1,200 turns of combat and about 30 seconds of RP time. Yeah, I don't have a timer. I'm not timing your RPs. I'm guesstimating.
That's fair.
Every DM does it.
Are you sure I can tell that Oro's like only 3, basically?
Yeah.
I think they said that we could ask people to gather some.
Okay, yeah, we should do that.
Was that what you were going to say, Randall?
I was going to ask if we know where to get bubble kelp. Like, where's it come from? I assume it's seaweed based on the name.
Is that a thing I would know, Tom?
Give me some nature rolls, everybody.
Or someone who has nature things?
Do you think that collecting bubble kelp is a key plot point in a story of old?
No.
It is an hour story.
Yeah, for you maybe.
It's top right in the story.
The +9 was from the revived turtle stuff you sent the other day, Tom.
Oh yes. So the updated source books are now on D&D Beyond, and I've got access to them thanks to Adam.
Hell yeah.
So I had a look through them and I realized that they were updated in like May and I just never heard about it. And there are a couple of small adjustments to some classes, including turtles and goblins. And I have, I think, updated both. I think Jenny and Jack are both aware of their changes. They're small changes, nothing huge.
Yeah.
I think there's been a shift in the law that suggests that goblins, and there's not even a shift in the law, a refocus of the character, of the race to better reflect the law of goblins, and that they were once of the Feywild long ago, before they were dominated by a different god who killed their primary gods, I think. Interesting lore stuff. It's all in preparation for some cool Spelljammer source books that are coming out soon for Space D&D.
Oh.
Hi, Noko.
Hi.
Yeah, bubble kelp. If you keep it in your mouth, lets you breathe underwater for about an hour.
Breathe, not breath, like I first said. Apparently, I forgot the E.
You chew it or cover your face with it. You chew it. Chew it. So we a 28. You are common. Sorry, not common. You're familiar with the process of growing kelp, and you have in fact seen a bubble kelp farm at one point. You have seen that the one that you saw was absolutely at sea or sea adjacent.
Okay, is this just on my travels?
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. and you aren't confident that this is a very good area for growing it. However, you are conscious of the fact that this is the Feywild, and the rules that might apply to the material plane don't necessarily apply here. So, whilst you are confident that on the material plane you'd be able to source bubble kelp very easily, here you suspect you'd have to ask somebody. You'd have to find the person who grows it.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, so back home, bubble kelp is grown like at sea. So presumably it would also grow in the water here. However, considering the things we thought we knew, but now turns out we don't necessarily know when we're in the Feywild, it might not really work that way. We're probably gonna have to ask someone.
Okay.
As in, ask a local.
Maybe someone by the water?
It made more sense.
What about the frog boy? Frogman.
Have we seen the Frogman recently?
Nope.
Oh, I thought we had. Oh no, that was a while ago.
I think that was a joke about how the one that the frogman
Yeah, that
who
was a
was
joke.
leaf
Yeah.
sailing
That was a joke. But also, that was a
yeah.
couple days ago in game as well.
Maybe we just shout Frogman repeatedly until he turns up.
Don't think that's a good
3
idea.
times into the well.
Oh my god, yeah, with the
We could
lights off.
Scry them. They're near the water. Oh, we don't have a name, do we?
No.
Frogman.
Man.
Hello. Alexa,
Sets up a
call
call.
Frogman.
Call Frogman.
It's up a call to every frogman in the Feywild.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
It's quite the bill.
Could we easily ask the man, the steward man, him? He seems like he knows things, right?
I think we can. Didn't he suggest that we could get some from asking around?
Yeah, I feel like he said something,
Fine.
but I don't remember what
Oh,
it was
yeah.
now. Tom, do you happen to remember what he said about bubble kelp like 2 weeks ago?
He said that he could get some for you, but you said we got plenty. And then he said there'll be more available if you need it.
Okay.
It's going to be awkward when we immediately go back to him saying we ain't got enough now, innit?
Mm-hmm.
We
I
thought
feel-
about it and we would like as much as you have.
Okay, so how many do each of us have? Now we have three from that. I have 2.
I have 8.
Damn, okay.
I think I was keeping most of them from the last go.
As the one with the water phobia.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I have 2.
We have 15.
Lovely. Plenty.
How long can haiku hold their breath for?
An hour.
Oh.
Ooh,
So
question.
are you about to ask the
Yes.
question I'm going to ask?
Yes, you ask, you ask.
If Randall was underwater
Uh-huh.
and held his breath for like a minute, and then had bubble kelp and then could breathe, and the bubble kelp ran out, does he get an extra minute holding his breath?
Are you saying
Because-
holding your breath for a minute and then putting the bubble
Yeah.
kelp in for an hour,
Uh-huh.
then you'd have an hour or more minute?
Yep. Because you run out, you can breathe that whole time, and then you hold your
Mhm.
breath for another minute.
That's not what I was going to ask.
Are you,
I was
are you
gonna-
asking, sorry, are you saying the other way around it, that you could have it in your mouth and then take it out and then still hold your breath for a minute?
No, like when it runs out,
Yeah.
and then does that apply to a turtle? So can a turtle use 1 bubble kelp for 2 hours instead of 1 hour?
Well, I
And
could do it for
3
longer.
hours underwater, because you
I-
hold
I-
your breath for 59 minutes.
Oh.
Pop the bubble kelp in. For an hour.
That's what I was going to ask.
I was trying to get him. I was
Right.
trying to get him to agree to the shorter one.
Yeah, I saw
the
you.
longer one.
I knew what you were doing. It was very clear that you were trying to pull some. Well, if that's true, then this true is transparent.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we could do that.
So Haiku needs 1 bubble kelp for the rest of their lives.
for 3 hours.
For 3
Wait, no.
hours.
If it only takes a minute for me to hold my breath for an hour, I should be able to get 61 hours.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't work that way and you'll give us
because
3 hours,
once you
we'll take
start
3
chewing the
hours.
bubble kelp, it starts to create bubbles, and then it's gone after an hour. It's not something that you put in your mouth for a little bit.
So even if I like rip a little piece off,
No.
One
So
small
in
bubble.
my
1/60th of a bubble kelp.
1/60th of a bubble kelp.
Gotcha.
Listen, I'm not going to start arguing the minutia of rationing out seconds worth of air breathing underwater. All right, you need to have a big wad in your mouth, otherwise it's not going to give you enough of a breath of air. In my head canon, it's like the amylase in your saliva or something starts to make the kelp dissolve into O2.
The what in your saliva?
The enzymes in your saliva.
Oh.
Did you say amylase?
Yeah.
Science stuff.
Every
I've
time
never
it
heard
comes to
that
the
word
science
before.
word, I'm like, what?
What's the law about like talking when you've got bubble kelp? Because like in my head, if you've
You
got to
can.
chew it, okay.
You chew it to break it down, and then you have access. You can.
Oh, then like just put it behind your teeth. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like chewing tobacco. It's a wad of bubble kelp on your lip.
Can we get it in like a pipe?
Oh. But then all the bubbles go out the pipe. That's not what you want.
It's true. So how long do we think we'll be in there for? How long were we in that last tomb? It felt like a millennia, but
Right?
That we were in
Felt
that
like
last
several
one.
weeks.
3 sessions.
Yeah, we were in there for I think the better part of an evening. But also, we can't fall here, and stones won't roll at us here, so we won't have to reset a bunch of falling traps very carefully.
No, but we might get stuck
Very confident
somewhere.
about not being able to fall.
Yeah,
Or-
we can still be like caught by traps underwater. Sometimes people like to hunt turtles. They leave traps underwater.
Oh.
Phrases you only hear in D&D. Well, I think the goal is to not stay there very long, and then if it looks like something bad is going to happen or happens and we need to leave but we're trapped, then I'll just teleport us out.
Have we tried this
We sh-
teleport thing before? I can't remember. No. Well, what if it doesn't work if we've never tried it before?
Well, I've done it, just not with everyone. Like I know how the magic works.
What if we get separated? What if you can't use your words under the water?
What happens if we
I
were
already-
teleported into more water?
10
I-
bubble kelp
already-
only lasts us 3 hours.
I already asked them, and they said that you can talk as normal to use magic underwater. And the way that it works is that I have to take us to a teleportation circle. So a question that I was going to ask the steward was if they had one and I could memorize the runes.
Oh,
Because if
okay.
not, I have to take us back to the one we came here in.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Go back
Yeah, I
there.
don't want to go back that far either. So I'm sure they have one. They have that water danger phone thing.
What's a danger phone?
What a danger phone, yeah.
Yeah, that-
So surely they have a normal old teleportation circle.
Do you think
Just
they
a
have...
normal old teleportation circle.
Aura's like looking around, like, do you think anyone has any like snorkels or anything? Do you think
What's a snorkel?
just like a little thing in your mouth so that you could breathe like higher up here?
I
Because
think we'll be down further than that.
well, but what if
right?
there's like a little bit at the top where there's like a little bit of space for air? Aura starts rummaging through her backpack. Is there anything that's a pipe? Pipe.
Look around the market. Do they have any snorkels?
You can give me an investigation check.
Yes.
I'll help.
Reverse that. I'll help. You look.
Okay.
You've looked at your character sheet. See my
I know
investigation.
my investigation's not good, and I'm always like, actually, you should look at I'll help.
You
Is
don't
help-
find any snorkels, but you do find some reeds that are growing by a particular like body of water, like a small pool between some buildings, a pond.
How?
You could feasibly cut the end of a reed and the bottom of a reed and use that as a pipe.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
I could
Run-
help you with fashioning some snorkels out of some reeds.
Yeah.
Yes. Aura goes over and like cuts some with a dagger, and like maybe leaves something behind because she's seen other people do that. She's like, oh, wow. This is like a copper coin. Like, oh, wow.
Yeah, to be fair, for all we know, this is like somebody's backyard garden, right?
Yeah, precisely. Yeah. All right, you've fashioned yourself some reed snorkels.
Excellent. We should probably also ask for more bubble kelp though, just to be safe.
We have 3 hours of bubble kelp right now.
That's not enough hours. It's not enough. Aura sweating.
Is
We need like 3 times that.
Yeah.
And even that might be a bit.
Is Nugget going to come with us underwater? Does he swim well?
Oh my god, I haven't accounted for Nugget.
You didn't account for Nugget in your cancellations?
Oh my!
You did. Nugget makes 5. Nugget makes 5. That's why we have 3 hours.
Wow.
We need
'Cause we have-
13 bubble kelp per hour. No, per 3 hours.
Per hour, Christ.
No, not per hour.
I mean, Nugget can. I assume Nugget can swim underwater. We know bats can swim on top of water,
Bats can swim on top of the water, yeah.
so we can just
I mean,
assume. What?
I just didn't know that was an agreed fact that we all had.
It's something that we googled once, and there was a
Oh.
video of a bat like swimming on the water.
I think I saw a video of a bat swimming like 2 days ago, just on my feed somewhere.
Oh,
Fair enough.
Because
I just
you've
remember
Googled
Googling
in the past,
I
like
mean, I
bats
guess
swimming
so.
on the
The,
water.
the
Yeah.
algorithm.
Have you ever seen a manta ray? They're like underwater bats with the big.
That's true.
that's true. You're right.
So unless they're like bees, they get wet.
What happens to a bee when they get wet?
They can't fly, can they?
Oh,
The wings
sad.
get all stuck.
Can bats hear underwater to do their echolocation?
I mean,
Dolphins
You can- You can hear better. Solid things transmit sound better than air does. So I would
True.
imagine that echolocation would work even better underwater
Yeah.
than above. We could also just go over to the water and test.
No.
I say
We
it
should-
in
we
early
should
voice.
theorise here for the rest of the evening. I think we need at least 33 bubble kelp before we go.
okay.
Also, I think we should maybe give Nugget a little test underwater just to make sure.
Okay. If you guys want to try and find someone, I'll do a assault course with Nugget in the water.
Training montage ensues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do-do-do-do, just Nugget swimming with a snorkel. Do-do-do-do,
Snorkel.
do-do-do-do.
So what are we doing? Aura's doing an assault course training montage with Nugget. What else are you guys
I
doing?
I want to go down to the magic pool and ask around for extra bubble kelp.
You're just gonna ask whomever walks by for bubble kelp.
I
Please,
think-
sir.
Please, sir, can I have some kelp? I think what I'd do is I'd go down, I'd take a look around at just like who's there, and I would decide based on like whatever they're doing or something, like who seems to be like the best person to ask. Like if there's somebody there and they're messing about with things growing in the water, that would probably
Sure.
be the person that I would ask.
Haiku, Randall, what are you guys doing? You accompanying?
Oh, do you not want to go see if the steward has any?
I think we're gonna do that. Yeah, that was. But I figure like this is what we can try to gather before heading there. in case they're like, oh yeah, we've got plenty, and then they hand us like 5, you know.
Okay.
We could ask the phone if it has a bubble cap dealer.
Is it the
what's
switchboard?
bubble kelp in number?
The
what?
operator. Hello?
Yeah, I was gonna say like the yellow pages for.
Yeah. Okay, so Randall is going with Nurali. Haiku's probably also going with Nurali, unless you want to go to the steward on your own.
Yeah, I'll go in early and.
Okay. In which case, can you guys give me a collective investigation check, please, and we'll use the average.
Oh god, the average. Oh geez. Okay.
Who's going to pull the average down?
Me.
Not me.
Ooh. Oh, I got the 12. I thought I got the 19. Yeah.
Wow, wow, that was very well distributed there. 19,
Yeah.
19 is the average.
Yeah, wow, that is extremely
Nice.
All right, okay. So you are kind of investigating the pools area where you found the veiled well, and just kind of desperately hoping / sort of canvassing some individuals that may or may not be able to produce bubble kelp for you. After chatting to a number of people, you recognize that bubble kelp here isn't used to enable people to breathe underwater, because the majority of people who are here breathe underwater. So you find out that actually it's used as an ingredient in meals, like it's like stir fry, like that kind of thing. Like people will just use it as an ingredient for their meals, but it's something that is not produced en masse. There, like this area doesn't, like this settlement doesn't really have any like production lines. There's no factory. There's no huge farm. It's just something that occasionally grows in the pools nearby, and people will pick it, use it for their meals. In order to have enough bubble kelp to stick in your mouth and then produce the effect of you being able to breathe, you need quite a lot. When it's dry, it's quite small and compact compared to when it's wet, and it's you want it to be a little bit moist, but the amount that it takes up, it's difficult to really judge. You suspect that at least 2 of the 3 of the people that you've spoken to have had maybe a little bit of a stash of it at home, but they didn't seem very keen on parting with it, because why are you just going to give a rando on the street some food that you've got in your larder? Mm-hmm. But you do find one individual who you, after discovering this fact, you are walking down a small alleyway and you smell something wafting through a window. And you see an elderly grung, a frog person, bent over a frying pan, and they seem to be. You see them through a window, and they are adding some seasoning, some spices to their meal, and you can see on their chopping board a big old bundle of wrapped up bubble kelp. It looks like there are maybe 4 portions there, like nicely kind of string wrapped up. And she's got a couple of other additional garnishes that she's going through before she adds it to her meal. But you can see as you kind of leer through the window creepily. It's not a super well lit area, but there are nice like pastel colors that are lining the outside of the walls and stuff. And you can see that there are some nice photos, sort of painted photos style things up on the wall of maybe old family members and stuff. And she's just kind of rustling around. She's got a big spoon. Starts chopping up some ingredients.
I do like one of these like pat things at Randall, and I'm like, Randall, get some sprouts.
Randall's already getting sprouts. Foreign delicacy.
Bang, 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 bang. Just chopping up stuff.
Probably can't speak.
Oh, you want someone to speak Aquan?
I think Nurly literally was like, and then they have this conversation, and she's like,
The elderly lady kind of just looks up.
Hello. Oh.
She starts speaking in Aquan, and she says, "Hello, can I help you?"
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, excuse us. We were in desperate need of some bubble kelp, and I mean the smell was so good, and when we had a look where it was coming from, we couldn't help but see you had some bubble kelp you were using. I don't know if you'd be willing to part with it.
Oh,
We have some sprouts.
Yeah.
You can have some sprouts. We got some sprouts. This is from where we live.
oh, can you roll me a persuasion check, please?
Oh no.
Can it be with
I'm
advantage because
helping.
we helped? Yeah.
I don't know if you're. I don't know. I don't know if you're helping.
I am. I'm making the sprouts look appetizing.
As someone
fair.
who enjoys sprouts, that's a pretty tough thing to do.
This is someone who hasn't got society's preconceived
Listen.
notion of sprouts.
Some halved Brussels sprouts. They're lightly like simmered in butter. They've got some pepper and some like fresh basil on them. They've got like one side that's perfectly golden brown. Tell me that doesn't look good. Okay, that looks good.
I mean, you add butter to anything, it looks good. She's. What? A sprout?
Have you had a sprout before?
No, but it does sound good.
Yeah. Have you ever had cabbage?
No, cabbage.
Oh, okay. I can't compare it to cabbage.
I don't
Do you
thi-
have any cruciferous vegetables here?
Do you have any
Oh.
cruciferous vegetables here?
I'm not a scholar of any kind. That sounds like a fancy word to me. I'm just a little old lady making some stir fry.
Maybe she'd like to try one.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to try one?
It's very odd to accept food from someone handing it through a window.
What if we were to politely knock and enter? Would that be less odd?
Maybe you stay there and I try one of these sprouts. She takes one for you.
Don't go into the house.
I honestly don't blame her. Because like we're also like armed to the teeth.
Yeah, like,
Just, like,
do I fry it or?
To be honest, you can do a lot with it. You can fry it, you can bake it, you can boil it. I mean, if you really want it, you can eat it raw. Personally, wouldn't
No,
agree with that, but generally here, she I think she quite likes them raw.
She makes a
I do
little bit
like
of
them
our consensus conversation aside. She makes some space in the big pan that she's frying things on, and she kind of fries up a little bit of it. And she can, I mean, she smells it deeply, and she seasons it with a little bit of salt, and she recognizes that you're probably not poisoning her because it doesn't smell immediately toxic. Although let's be honest, Brussels sprouts don't usually smell great.
I take one of the ones out of Randall's hand and just eat it like raw, just to be like, no, that's fair. Yeah.
And she seasoned it well at this point, and it's mixed in a little bit with the juices of the things that she was already stir frying up, and she starts to eat a little bit of it, and she's, oh, how many have you got?
Nearly. How many can we spare?
Honestly, we have so many. I'm not even sure how many we have. So, a lot.
Okay, we can give a lot.
Oh,
We have like a full bag.
well, you give what you think is fair.
She wants us to give what is fair.
She picks up two of the bubble kelp bundles, and she hands it through the window.
How many sprouts do we think 2 bubble kelp's worth? Does anyone know the stock market?
I mean,
Well,
just
the stock
handles.
market.
The stock market.
I think in this case, it's less about like a single attributed value and more about like she was going to use it in her meal, so we would want to replace at least as much as she would be able to eat, and then more if we felt so. So probably like 3 large like portions as big as the 2 bubble kelps, because these are particularly valuable to us and they are valuable as food to her, and this is food.
Yeah, I think it makes most sense actually. Do we? Yeah, we'll quickly measure them out.
If she has like a bowl or something, or is there just like the windowsill?
There are a couple of bowls there. But one of them's filled with like these decorative shells, and the other one's got some like dragon fruit in it.
Okay, I'm not gonna empty any of her bowls. But if there's
Pull
a
this out.
surface there, yeah, these shells. I'll just like, Randall and I can make like 3 big piles, basically, like the size of the wet bubble kelp.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna make small talk while this happens.
Okay, okay. Well, she seems to be comfortable to part with 2 bundles of the bubble kelp. From conversation with her in the small talk, it seems to suggest that if she got rid of any more, it would make her meal. It would drastically change the meal that she's planning.
That's fair enough. Thank you very much for your bubble cup. That'll be of great use. We're trying to get the staff back for the statue.
Oh.
Unfortunately, not all of our party breathes underwater or can hold a breath longer.
How is that relevant?
That we can't breathe underwater?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to go down into the temple thing.
So you need my bubble kelp?
So that we can breathe while we're underwater.
Should have thought about what I was saying.
Oh. That helps you breathe? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
Did you not know it helped with that?
I don't need it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, you can have the rest. And she brings some other batches. You get 2 additional ones, 4 in total.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'll have some more of these delicious sprouts.
Oh, I'll start making more piles for her.
I mean, I think she meant to give in to put in of the ones you already gave. Throwing in there.
I still probably start making another pile just because, like, she has. I recognize that she hasn't asked for any more, but still feel compelled to try to like replace the. If she stops me, I'll stop.
I mean, once you're content to offload as many sprouts as you can get out of the bag, you start to wonder just how many sprouts there are in there.
I definitely like I'll reach in and there'll be like another handful and I'm like, okay, and I'm just like waiting to be empty-handed and it doesn't happen and I'm like, okay, we're good still.
It gets to you're like when you're taking Brussels sprouts out of the bag, you need to take them out one at a time. You're not able to just be like scooping. So you're taking them out all the time, and it comes to a point where you take out, they're getting smaller and smaller, and then you get to a really, really tiny one that's clearly just not quite like fully formed, and you're like, oh no, and then you pull out the next one, it's just a normal size.
Just need to regen, that's all.
Yeah, there's a refractory period. They need to.
There's actually a whole bunch of little Brussels sprout bushes in there.
I was gonna say it's actually a bag of sprouting, and what's happening is there's a little farm in there.
Sprouts are more important to us than money at this point. Truly.
Yeah. In the Feywild, particularly, like
maybe that's what we pivot to once we're done with our adventuring days. We start converting the world to sprout currency.
Thought we were going to become sprout farmers.
Then it would be the stock market because sprouts grow on stalks.
They do.
That's good. You leave this elderly grung lady to her business of cooking up a stir fry for her family, and find yourself a little bit bubble kelp richer.
God, I feel like
I
want to give her more stuff.
we can end the scene with the grung old lady now. You've got your stuff.
I know.
We'll go back to Oro. Oro, you're doing an assault course with your giant bat Nugget. To see how they do or how he does underwater.
Yep.
Okay, so you start off with a little bit of paddling on top.
Oh, first he has a swimming cap on now.
Oh.
Yes.
That's very cute. And you start paddling around and you're confident that Nugget's able of swimming on the surface, and then you start to do some kind of dunking underneath the water, and he seems a little bit less comfortable with that, but he seems to kind of warm up to it. And after say an hour of practice, he's a bit tired, but he's demonstrated that he's capable.
Okay, I have done like I've put some cones down that I've tested his to go around in between the cones. I've gone in the water and like tried to speak to him and like tested his like echolocate, like told him to close his eyes and like tried to talk to him outside of the water and inside of the water, see if he like gets the grasp of it, gets what's going on. I've also tried to teach him some different strokes. Like he's got like a backstroke now going on that he can do if he wants to like take it more easy for himself.
That's so cute.
That's amazing. Yeah. I mean, he seems capable of hearing underwater in the same way that you're able to do so.
Okay.
Although I assume you haven't used a bubble kelp in the training, the practice.
No. Oh, what happened to that link, Tom?
Horrible.
It was not happy. It's got a dollar in it, and it's unhappy.
Yeah, it's got a nose clip on.
Oh my god.
And I give him a swimming badge at the end of it. It just says, I completed swimming.
That's cute.
I love it.
So you're confident that the Nuggets got the gist, and will probably do okay, but not at their normal speed.
Yeah, of course.
Even faster.
Oh yeah.
Turns out he's quite aerodynamic. Aquadynamic.
Yeah.
That's a word. Is that a real word? That was a word I ended up having to
Aquadynamic?
use in something I DM'd recently, and I was like, what is it when you're aerodynamic
Yeah,
but in the
apparently
water?
so.
Hell yeah. I
Nugget
didn't
with
know,
water
but
wing.
I knew.
He has little armbands on his legs.
Oh my
Hydrodynamic.
god, yes.
him afloat.
Hydro. That's
That'll
what
make
it would
more
be.
sense.
Yeah.
Although air and liquids are the same thing. Yeah, what Chris said.
Air and liquids are the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we regroup.
Okay.
I like
Hi.
your badge.
Nugget
Pointing
stands there
Nuggets.
proudly.
How'd it go?
He did pretty well. You can hear fine in there, and you know, it's not number one swimmer, but pretty good, just fine. You know.
I'm not a number one swimmer either, so.
Me,
Nugget looks taken aback when you say not number one swimmer. And
but
looks
number
down
one
at the
to
badge.
me.
Oh, you're the best swimmer ever,
Number one
Nugget.
swimmer to me.
God, if you ever wonder how I am with dogs, just the Nugget and the Parsnip interactions. Like, Graham crawled up in the bed and decided he wanted to sleep between me and the window, and so I fully got up and moved my entire sleeping setup so that he could sleep on that side last night instead of this side, and I was like,
You deserve it.
I'll die for you, doggo.
Do you guys find any bubble kelp?
Mm-hmm.
What, four more pieces exchanged for some sprouts.
Oh my god, there's sprouts. They're almost better than money at this point.
Seem to
Can I
be.
reuse my joke?
I was really worried that we were going to run out for a second there, but then they just kept coming still, so I guess we're still good.
Phew. Otherwise, I don't know what Nugget would do. If it ever stops happening, don't tell Nugget. She whispers. How many do we have now then? 19? Is that right?
Yeah, we got 4. So 19.
Okay. So how long do we have in the water now? 19.
Well, it's 13 for 3 hours for everyone.
Okay.
So
Are you factoring in how much
Yes.
less bubble kelp Haiku needs?
we all need 3, and Haiku needs 1.
Oh.
Oh, all right. I believe you.
There's 5 of us, so that would be 3 times 5.
I'm so glad I don't have to do this
2,
maths.
because Haiku only needs 1. I mean, I've made a spreadsheet.
Oh my god, I love it.
It's not a very complicated spreadsheet. I didn't really need to make it.
Okay. Do you think that?
26 would be 6 hours.
So do you think we need to get more?
I'm worried about it, because
Yeah.
I won't be able to breathe.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I think at this point we can probably just ask the steward for whatever else they have, because this was all they eat it here, so it's like, hey, can I have your salad? I need it to breathe. It's kind of the interactions that we were having, and people weren't super keen on parting with it.
Yeah, the lady we got it off literally had not a clue that it allowed people to breathe underwater.
Oh.
Mhm.
It was like seasoning.
Oh. Wow. People can be so privileged.
Right.
Okay.
Oh god.
Let's ask the steward then, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
We go meeting with the steward.
We go meeting with the steward.
Yes,
Well-
thank you. I meant to say go to the meeting, but
I didn't hear
Go
a flaw in
meeting
that
with the
sentence. My
steward.
brain was like, yep.
Sounds good.
Surely enough, the steward is at the Hall of Crinea. The hall is pretty dead at the moment. Since there's no, there are no kind of meetings happening right now. No one's coming for audiences with the Archfey because she's not there. As far as you're aware, you can't see anybody on the throne. The steward is rifling through some papers that they're holding, and he sees you enter through the front doors, which are open, and comes towards you and says, "Yes, hello, adventurers. Are you prepared to set off on our journey? It's not far from here."
We were actually wondering if you had any more bubble kelp for us to breathe underwater. Just.
I thought you said you had plenty of bubble kelp.
Plenty is not enough in the capacity of people who are paranoid about drowning.
That's fair, I think. Yes. Well, there's some bad news. I did look, and it seems that we don't have any extra just lying around. There's some good news, though.
Oh.
You see, in the temple, we grew these fantastical but extremely sacred fruits. They're called gems of the sea. They are these bulbs that light up the ocean. They are fantastic, incredible. Under no circumstances is anyone allowed to eat them, ever, he says, looking around. It is of the greatest heresy to do so. He does so, looking around, making sure no one's here. Do you understand me?
Mhm.
In some individuals, it was found to give them the ability to breathe underwater for up to 24 hours. But nobody consumes them because it is heresy.
Right. So definitely don't do that.
I think you'll be okay with the amount of bubble kelp that you have.
Okay. But we'll take those just for lights and stuff.
Nope, don't touch them at all.
Oh.
Are you coming with us, by the way?
I will be leading you there, yes.
Oh, okay, all right.
Push
all
him
right.
off the shove, we can just suck the air out of his lungs if we went out.
I don't think that's what he meant by leading us there.
Did Haiku say that or did Jack say that?
No, I said that was Jared. It wasn't Haiku.
I would have loved if Haiku said that.
That's what Haiku's thinking.
Suck the air out of my lungs.
That was Haiku taking a second to think before saying
Oh.
You
Character
mean you said it out
Wow.
loud and then redacted it retroactively
Yeah.
as a Jack?
Thank God I don't do an accent for Haiku.
Don't just say it out loud. Okay, well, hopefully that clears that up. We'll be going through. Well, you'll be going through the temple, and you'll not touch any of the sacred items,
No.
and you definitely won't consume any of the gems of the sea
Nope.
under any circumstances. And you won't. You'll leave them alone, and you won't come out with any extra. That bit I mean. Seriously, keep them in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. If we're feeling more confident about our voyage now, perhaps we should leave.
Mr. Stewart, will there be time for a rest before we go delving? Once you've shown us to the place.
I will show you to the place, and you can do whatever you like then.
Okay.
Okay.
Very
Let's
well.
do that then.
It is only an hour away from this building. We'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you are led out of the Hall of Crinea and down one of the main streets through the kind of more built-up settlement around the Maelstrom. And soon enough, you find yourself being led out kind of the back end of the Maelstrom. If you entered via the east, you're talking about the far east now. You've got the out at the other end, and you find yourself being led away from the buildings and into a kind of a rockier terrain. You see that there is this rise in the surrounding ground. You find yourself walking uphill until there is a sheer cliff in front of you that water is pouring off of. And beneath these waterfalls, amidst the pools that you are still surrounded by, you see a small entryway.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
It was Doug saying we are the poop. Got it.
You guys are the poop. You go out the poop end in one way, out the other.
There's worse ends to come out of.
Are there? What are the worst ends?
Let's enumerate them, starting with Jack.
Enumerate. Enumerate's also a good word.
List your favorite orifices.
Jack
Oh, I don't
question.
think.
Especially done for our presentation holiday. Orifices.
Favorite orifices.
I don't like that question at all.
Surely enough, you can see these beautiful waterfalls and the stream that you followed to get here, and a gap that leads into the mouth of a cave. Either side of it, you can actually see that there are statues that also kind of lead around the mouth of the cave that make it look like a doorway. So this photo, this background is not ideal. I've changed on Roll20 if you want to have a look at that.
Pretty though.
It's very pretty. Party of 2 again. Thank you for the maps. And it is inscribed in Arquin saying this is the Temple of Crinea.
She likes to name stuff after herself, doesn't she? Hall of Crinea, Temple of Crinea. Big-headed.
Wouldn't you?
I mean, I've invented a lot of things, and I don't think I've ever called something haikus. Haikus
I mean,
gauntlet.
meta haiku, like mecha haiku, isn't far off.
No, but that will be such a feat of engineering and mechanical design. It deserves it.
Also, it'll look like you, so having your name kind of makes sense.
Exactly.
It's a facsimile. I learned that word while studying a spell recently.
Cool.
Well, thank you for the directions. We'll try not to die.
I surely hope that you do not, and perhaps when you return, you'll be able to meet the real Quinea.
The real?
Explain.
Perhaps on your return, I will explain. But for now, you are adventurers, off to adventure. Follow this stream on the way back, and it'll lead you to the maelstrom once again.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. We won't be eating those sea gems.
Nope.
Definitely not.
Oh man.
Has he given it to
He-
us? What's he done with that?
No,
think
no.
they're in
He
the
said
temple.
they were.
They grow in
He
the
described
temple.
them. They grow.
Oh,
in,
they're
they, grow,
in
they
there.
were grown in.
I
the
see,
temple,
I see, I see.
Yeah. So they'd never know if we ate one or not.
Right.
But we definitely won't
We
because
won't, though.
they're sacred.
Heresy.
They'll get some
Mhm.
Feywild UV light and there'll just be like smear all around you because they're all like UV fluorescent. We just like, come back just covered in it.
Just like-
luminescent, and you just
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah. Our hands in our mouths. We're like, yeah, it's wild. If you just get near them, it gets
Yeah.
on you.
Crazy. That's definitely becoming law now.
No.
Oh, no.
I love it.
Right, so you
Anti-vandal
are-
spray fruit.
you are
Gushers.
left at the. You are left at the temple of Quinea
Wait,
by the
gushers are
steward who walks
candy.
away. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why
no,
did you all
they're
laugh
candy.
so hard?
It's 'cause I know they're candy, but it doesn't sound like they're candy.
No, I did not know that particular word is.
It's a candy. It's
Candy.
literally a little like a fruit leather candy that's filled with a liquid that's flavored like a gummy with a liquid inside, and they're called
Yeah,
gushers.
okay.
You bite into them and they, yeah. Huh?
They gush.
And they gush. Yeah.
I got a tablet, and I'm drawing. Oh my god, I forgot his name. Nugget in this.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute. I love it.
That's cute. What an
I've never
investment,
drawn a
though.
bat before. Yeah, I got it on Prime Day because
Ooh.
it was only like $70.
Nice.
Yeah,
Lovely.
I was like, all right, that's it. I had to give in to Amazon because of the pandemic, so I guess I'll just go ahead and get stuff that I need on Prime Day too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you are on your own. What do, team? Randall was asking about
Sleep.
a rest.
Yeah,
Have you cast spells, used any abilities since you last rest?
I don't know. My character sheet says I have.
yeah, mine does too.
I
So
don't know whether you did
assumed-
though. Did he?
I really don't think you had. Like, you've had 2 days of rest.
Yeah, we had a couple of
Oh,
days of not really
Maybe I
doing
just
that.
didn't update
Yeah,
my
maybe-
sheet. from
Yeah, I
my
haven't
memory,
either.
You should be fine. Yeah.
Okay, never
You had
mind.
like 2 days of downtime, and then not any combats or anything else since.
It was
Also,
probably that I didn't.
really
update
doesn't
it.
feel like a good idea to rest here, considering what's happened in some of the previous places we've rested.
Yeah,
I'm glad that I've instilled this upon you of you can't just sleep wherever the fuck you want, because that is such a historically that's something that's forever happened, and I've not punished it enough.
I don't like it.
I need to be able to punish you, because otherwise you'll just sleep after every fight and have all your resources back. You'll be like, I'm in a dungeon, I'm next to a tomb. Yeah, I'll just sleep. There's a sarcophagus right here. This is fine. No.
Sleep in the sarcophagus.
You're
They
gonna-
that's what they're for, right? That's what
Uh-huh.
they're for.
Eternal
just have a
sleep.
short nap.
Mhm.
Are we delving into the temple?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Do you want a bio break first?
Yes.
Yes.
Probably a
Skip
good idea.
For a bio break. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, if you are new here, our bio breaks are as long as it takes to do whatever we need to do, which is usually not very long. So we don't have like a big 15-minute break scheduled. We just do our thing and we come back. And in the meantime, you can chat with us or you can look at the do good penis. Look at the do good penis. And we'll be back in a sec.
Okay. Yep.
I made some blueberry lemonade by hand, and it's very good. And with that, I will go on my bio break. But I wasn't prepared, so it's just going to be a few seconds before I can get my thing in the way. Yep. Okay, see y'all soon.
Hello, everyone. Chats and whatnot. Blinded?
Hello. The thing is it's not actually. It doesn't get bright for me.
No,
But I
it's
still
just
do
a
the
camera.
face. Yeah, I do the face every time.
I like it. It was very convincing.
I feel like something bad's going to happen in here.
It's the Feywild, and now we're delving into a Feywild dungeon. I don't think anything was good could possibly happen to me.
That's underwater.
If I'm back to that's underwater. I literally don't think any good can come of this.
What? Any good can come of what?
You know.
Being underwater?
Being in the water in a dungeon in the Feywild?
It's gonna be fine, probably. I don't plan on a TPK.
I don't think anyone ever plans on a TPK.
Bad DMs plan for a TPK.
You're not a bad DM.
It depends if you plan for it or if you plan to do it.
Plan to do it is what I mean. Okay. At least in long-term campaigns. It's allowable in one-shots.
Yeah, one shot makes more sense.
I don't know if the TPK could be part of your like story, or I don't know. People come up with crazy stuff.
People are crazy.
You'd be crazy.
Yeah, I think you're allowed one gimme. You're allowed one purposeful TPK.
Ever.
Well, the flower crown is gone.
I forgot.
I thought you might have.
Oh no.
Okay. We're back. Wow. Look at that.
Ooh.
Incredible.
Okay,
I'm
we
not
need
using
to-
all
Do
those.
well.
We need to give everyone bubble kelp. So we probably have like an even amount.
Good idea.
Also, I think we need to come up with like, I don't know how it's gonna work, but some kind of like safe word or safe like I'm endangered sort of movement or action. I don't know. A word if we can talk. I don't know.
How about
but-
this?
I think I'm in danger works pretty well.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, that's if we can talk. But what if we can't talk? That's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe just frantic movements.
Can we talk about that Crenea is not Crenea?
Yeah, what the
I'm
fuck was that?
Concerned.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
weird.
I don't know.
Maybe it's like a family thing. And
Maybe Cornea's just like super busy, and they just
yeah, maybe.
just had someone else sit in to say no to everything all the time.
Yeah, they're on vacation somewhere.
Or ignore it altogether. There was that too.
Archfey, am I right?
Archfey, yeah. They said that we'd be able to talk under there, but I think if something happens and we suddenly aren't able to talk under there, then
As someone who spent time underwater, the important thing is to not panic. You start panicking, things start going downhill.
It's very easy
Easier
to
said
say
than
when you
done.
can breathe underwater.
Yeah, but
they can't
but-
breathe underwater.
No, I technically can only hold my breath.
Yeah.
I sometimes use breathing the water to woo people.
To what people?
Woo people. Yeah, woo them.
Woohoo!
How does
How do you-
woohoo them? Like it's,
Woo them. Yeah.
yeah, but how? I don't understand.
Oh, how?
Yeah.
Well, if you've got two aquatic creatures you're eyeing up, and one of them can hold a breath for an hour, and the other can breathe on the water, which one are you going to go
Right.
with?
Okay.
Oh, that's where you were going with that. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's not where
That's
I
why I was
thought you were going
confused.
with
Out
it.
of
Important stipulation for you. Being able to breathe underwater means that you can freely cast spells. Holding your breath means that you can't use verbal components.
That's
Which
good.
is why they're getting
'cause
bubble kelp too.
Some of mine don't need verbal.
Okay.
Checking.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it
I know my cannon
becomes
definitely
relevant.
doesn't, and that's all that matters.
But does fire work underwater?
We'll soon find out when. As we descend.
Oh, no.
We descending?
how many
Yeah.
bubble kelp each?
So
my God.
you need to give. I think we all get 3 apart from Haiku, who gets 1, and then you'll have 6 left over.
Okay.
But that's not enough to do another equal splitting.
It is.
Wait, 6 leftovers isn't enough to do. Oh, because there'll be 1 left over.
Well, no, because Haiku giving 1 to Haiku is equal to 3 hours,
Right.
whereas giving 1 to everybody else is only equal to 1 hours.
No, it's only equal to 3 hours on the first bubble kelp. After that, you have to do it.
Oh,
every
I didn't
hour.
account for that.
Oh, math boys.
So
Math
one
boys.
bubble kelp gives me 3 hours. 2 bubble kelp only gives me 5.
Oh, that's too complicated. I think we go with that, and then
Go find a gem of
people-
the sea real quick, huh?
Yeah, and then people can fight it out.
Can
as
we
they
have
need
4 each? Because we have 4.
I feel like
Or you
if
could
we've
do
got 6 spare, we should give everyone 1 more.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, Haiku gets an illegal amount. That means, but yes.
I'm sorry I was born a turtle.
I was born.
Yikers.
free.
Are we good to go?
No, wait. Oh my
Okay.
god.
So how many
4.
bubble kelp each should we end up with? 4?
Everyone gets
Okay.
4, and then there's 3 left over.
Okay.
And you
'Cause
carry
Haiku
that
probably wants to
extra.
speak underwater. Because otherwise Haiku's not going to be able to speak underwater, so...
Yeah. So I'm carrying nuggets, so I've got 8 on me.
Okay.
And Randall, I guess you hold the extra ones. Let's just all be aware of each other in here, okay? Just, you know, keep checking
Don't
on
go
one
off.
another.
Yeah, no swimming off.
Yeah.
And I think even if there are like passageways with thresholds, we should just go into them all at the same time, not in a line, so that we can't get separated like in the tomb.
Wait, is this place meant to be flooded?
I don't
Can't
think
remember.
so.
Okay,
I
so like
swear-
there shouldn't really be any like small places because if it's meant to be able to walk up.
I think it's meant to be underwater, but it's not. It's like tainted. Like there's something wrong with that. She said because the pools of water are tainted.
Oh, from the water realm.
Well, just from whatever's down there that we have to stop. That's what's tainted it. Did you forget everything about what we're doing?
Ow.
You know what? That's not fair. It's been a very stressful couple of days. I know.
It's been 3 weeks since we last played. I've been on holiday.
Holiday.
I've been on holiday.
I'm just giving you shit.
I'm just glad it was another player, not me.
It's funny because like I have such a terrible memory that when I feel like I do remember, but nobody else remembers it, I'm like, did I make this up?
Yeah, no, I'm with
Shit,
you.
is that
Yeah.
real? So I'm sitting here like, that's what we're doing, right?
Yeah,
There's a
that's right.
creature and it tainted the water and the birthing pools were tainted and so we're supposed
Yeah.
to go get rid of it, but if we
Mhm.
can't, we're gonna go get an earth thing to plug it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember having to go see Bastion if I left if things go wrong.
Yeah, go and see Bastion. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a chat with him.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we could play humans and houses over it instead of fighting. Never said physical combat.
We bet you your life's purpose change that will beat you at a game that can't be won or lost, that is simply played.
That's how we win.
And that's how you win.
Sounds like a riddle.
It
Okay.
does sound like a riddle.
Is there anything else we need to think about before we go in?
Oh, life choices.
Have we all peed?
I think we can pee in there, and no one's going to know.
I
Just
don't
don't do
want
it.
you to do that.
You can just pee in any water you want. Something lives there.
What if Crinea's not an archfey, she's a god or something, and she'd know you peed in her temple?
What if she is the temple?
What
What
if
if
she's
it's
the
too late?
water? What if it's too late?
The
Be
real
patient.
Crenea. The friends we made
We're not
along
even in the
way.
water yet right now.
The real Crenea, the friends we made along the way. I love it.
I think that's it. Oh, you know, we're paid for. Maybe had a snack. We're fine. We're feeling capable. So, yeah.
But if anyone has anything they want to keep dry, give it to me. I'll put it in the bag of holding now.
Oh, okay.
I've put all of my important dry keeping things in there from
Okay.
when we did the water race.
Okay. Yeah, I put a bunch of stuff in your bag in that as well.
Okay.
God, okay. So
My cinnamon
I'll
Terran
give
shares in there.
the bubble
keep track
kelp's
of what
fine
you've
in
given
the
me.
water, right? Tom, the bubble kelp's
is,
fine
yeah,
in
yeah.
the
It's
water.
when you
Okay.
start chewing it that
Yeah.
it becomes activated, as it were.
So it'll expand a bit probably, but it's not gonna like
Yeah.
float off or something. Okay. I'm gonna keep the bubble kelp. I've got a healing potion, and I've got a pearl of the mermaid pearl was a pearl of power, right?
Oh, a fucking million
I think
years
so.
ago.
I was
I
trying
have
to
that
check.
written down.
I
Okay.
was trying to
I-
check if it was a gem of the sea thing, and I didn't have that written down. So.
Oh, mine says sea gem.
Legally distinct gem of the sea.
Okay.
I remember
so
giving
aside-
it to you and it taking a while before we realized that we had to identify it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna give you everything but my weapons, my holy symbol. I'm saying this more for Tom's sake than my bubble kelp, the healing potion, the pearl of power. And I'm putting my robe in there too. I'm just gonna turn my glamour robe or my cloak. I'm gonna turn my glamour robe into a swimsuit again.
Okay. Can we go now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
writing down the random shit that I'm giving to Randall that doesn't need explaining.
Okay. So you step into the mouth of the cave, water cascading around you, and you see that there are, sure enough, some steps, some stone steps that lead deeper beneath, that have been, refined as opposed to a ramp that leads down via a cave mouth. And as you walk further and further, and there's a moment at which it is submerged beneath the water, it stops being a trickle that comes down from the waterfalls behind you, and it starts just being fully submerged. You start to step beneath the water and hold your breath instinctively as you have the bubble kelp in your mouth anyway. And as you become submerged, you realize that there is a lightness in your step that you wouldn't expect if you were underwater. You get deeper and deeper, and you realize that you can move freely. And whilst you do still feel that the kelp is giving you some benefit, you suspect that you will be able to move without any issues. So functionally, you are not underwater, apart from your inability to otherwise breathe. Any questions about that?
No, I
so
think that's
do
great.
Does that mean like we have normal gravity?
Yes. Specifically, this is functioning in a way that stops humanoids that do not innately have a swim speed from having to move at like half speed and only use weapons that aren't affected by being underwater and stuff.
Yeah.
Like spears and tridents and stuff like that don't get affected by being underwater, but many others do. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Right. We are moving you. Okay. We are on a different map now, and if we are moving, please do so with caution. Make sure that you are moving your tokens at a rate that I can respond to. You don't just zip yourself across the map and I've got no chance to describe anything to you. You guys are usually pretty good at that, so there's no real issues. I'm just reiterating for the sake of it. Ahead of you, you recognize that this cave is a mishmash of cultures. You see that there are structures, decorations, sigils, and ornaments that are fashioned with carapaces, parts of shell, claws, fishing hooks, spears that are kind of hanging as standards around the walls and acting as a like a doorway almost as you move into the area ahead of you. You also see that there is some very impressive stonework that you suspect has been here for hundreds and hundreds of years. On the far wall, you can't quite make it out, but you can see that kind of like moss almost has grown on the stones and is obscuring some artwork. You also see that there are some hanging chandeliers that have some kind of bulbs, not light bulbs that we're talking about, but kind of orbs that sit where a candle might sit. They are not lit, but you can just about see them. The light from the stairway starts to diminish as you move forward. Hands up.
Does my magical sight still work?
You are okay, yeah. Anyone with dark vision is all right. I know that one of us maybe doesn't have dark vision, which is why I mentioned it.
I think it was just Randall. And so the...
Oh, was it? I thought it was Haiku.
Oh, do you not have dark vision? Oh.
Yeah, I think it was both of us. You do have a drift globe, though, apparently, because it's in my notes that I gave it to you.
Oh, I assume I gave it back after the cave.
Does Haiku give anything back, or do they just?
I mean, when a friend has lent it to them, yeah.
I could make your entire shell light up.
I mean, I can
that you're wearing.
touch stuff and imbue it with light anyway. I'd probably just do that.
Okay.
Okay. So what are we doing, team?
I want to look at the art and see if I can tell, like, if it's depicting something specific.
Okie dokie. Have a bit of a waltz in.
Yeah, which direction is the art, I guess is?
To the south. You have entered from the north here.
Haha, right. I was like, I'm scrolling up and nothing's happening. It's because we haven't gone through the door. Can we all manage to squeeze through the door at the exact same time?
Oh, I was like, almost like, I wouldn't say this out loud, but sort of going first since I'm more accustomed to the water than the rest of them.
Sure. Yeah.
That's fair. I just didn't want to like the door to swing closed behind you and like, well, shit.
Ahead of you, you have a bit more information to go on. You see, first off, that some of the construction that has occurred here is definitely not native to the original construction of the structure here. Like I said, there are stairs, there's paved stone and tiles that are clearly much, much older than the the structures that have been made with kind of like wood and bone. To your west, a ping over here, you can see that there is a door that has some text written in Aquan along the top of it. To your south here, you can see that there is a huge golden door with the image of Crinea on it. You see either side that she is flanked by sharks and dolphins, and you can see that there is this very beautiful and ornate structure to it. There is
the picture of does the Crinea there match the Crinea?
It does, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, you also there was the statue in the main maelstrom, so
right,
you would have noticed an immediate mismatch there. Highly informed Brit. To your east is too much darkness apparently on your screen. Don't worry. Relax.
Relax.
There's nothing there.
The art is along the walls directly opposite you, so to the south, but you can, as you step through Haiku, you can also see that there is some on the wall to the north here as well.
Gotcha. I'm going to go read that Aquan.
Yeah, I want to read the Aquan too, because I can do that.
Is it going to take up one of your spell things?
No, I can now just read all writing, all times.
At all times, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, as we are walking through here, you are becoming accustomed to being underwater. This does not function the same way as being actually underwater, and you are recognizing that it is a magical effect. I say that to you without any checks being made because it is extremely abundantly clear to you that this is some Feywild bullshit.
This is
it
not how water
reminds
works.
you somewhat of when you saw the fish that were swimming above the water when you first arrived at the Maelstrom.
We did see that.
Mm-hmm.
The
And
door
they said
here.
something. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Do you want to continue? What was it?
I was just gonna say, and they said something about how the water is doing that magically. So.
Oh no, I'm able slightly.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you okay?
If I move I've been having a lot of tech issues recently.
Mm.
Like a lot of like way more tech issues than I should ever feasibly have. I decided to buy a new mouse. I didn't need a new mouse. So I bought a new mouse and it's great. I like it. I like this a lot. It's great. And then I was like, you know what? We had some guests visiting. So I was like, I'm going to clean my keyboard. So I cleaned my keyboard and I fucked up 3 of the keys irredeemably. There was no fixing them. So I bought a new keyboard. I was annoyed about it, but I bought a new keyboard. Then when it arrived, because I bought a refurbished one, it was fucked. So I had to send that back and get another one. And that has arrived. Fine. Now my microphone, if I move this cable even slightly, disconnects and is not, it doesn't get detected by my computer at all. And if I move the cable on my headset whilst it's plugged into the USB even a little bit, it will also unplug and I have to use the speakers instead. At the same time, Jenny's been having some issues with her iPad pens, her Apple Pencil. This is just fucking curse, is what it is. It's centered around me and it's spread it out.
Oh yeah, we had internet issues as well. Yeah.
We did have some internet issues as well. Yeah.
Well, goddamn.
So yeah, it's been bad. It's been bad over here. But anyway, sorry, apologies for that. I was going to warn everyone at the beginning just in case I don't start being able to speak at all, is because I've nudged this cable somehow. Fuck, it's so annoying. Anyway, the door to your west here reads "Speak fish and enter."
I'm gonna say the word fish in Aquan.
Whoa, crazy! You hear a click in the door.
Can't believe that worked. Does the door need like a bit of a push still to open it?
It appears to be, yeah.
Should we push the door open, Randall?
Should we check out the rest of the room and just before we? I don't know.
We do only have 3 hours, so I think we should probably just
true.
go look.
All right, do it. Let's push it.
Okay.
Pushing the door open?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't budge. It's a pull door. You pull the door open.
How embarrassing! Failed.
Did it have an obvious handle on it to pull?
even says an aqua underneath it.
Yeah.
Push.
You
Speak fish and pull to open.
You pull the doors open and you see a school of bright orange and gold fish swim away from you, the far end of the corridor. They don't go back as far as the door, but around the corner. They were bundled up in the corner, and as you open the door, they swim away. Golden fish, texture like scales.
Second one in the past like 3 minutes.
Lovely.
There's a bunch of cool looking fish just swam away here. Like really real bright orange.
Well, let's go see.
Chase those fish.
We follow them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess.
Stop, please. Can
Shit.
everyone that moved forward make a dexterity saving throw, please?
I can certainly try.
I moved forward after you said stop for some reason. Do I still? I feel like I have to make one for.
I mean, you did say that you were going forward first before
You know what?
everybody.
That's true.
So if you'd like to take the hit, we'll say that it's only you that needs to make the dexterity saving throw and not these guys.
I mean, I did
Because you
immediately
said-
move myself forward.
You did.
I also did too.
Haiku said they were going to be in front of everybody, whereas
true.
Nurli and Randall said that they were going to be walking through doorways at the same time as each other. So it's either
Which we did.
Haiku takes the hit, or it's spread between the both of you two.
I feel like Haiku and
Can
Randall.
we roll initiative for it and we decide that way?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
If Haiku said, let me go first, or they made like a motion to move, I wouldn't like stand in the way, but
All right. I mean, you're welcome to decide amongst yourselves.
I mean, Randall's definitely going around the corner because he's like, even if he said he was going to be like going carefully because there's cool fish and he wants to know what's going on.
Okay.
I feel like I definitely am trying to stick really close to people so we can't have a separation scenario. So you decide how that impacts us.
Okay. So you both reflexively feel a sense of something firm and gelatinous the second that you step through that doorway, and reflexively manage to retreat before anything engulfs you. But there is a lurch as something thick and translucent starts to inch its way towards you in a perfectly cubed shape down this corridor. It just lunges towards you.
Of course.
The first door.
I'm suddenly reminded of our old friend Kawaii.
And with that, we'll have a little cheeky combat, a little cheeky initiative roll, shall we? A little cheeky initiative. God,
that was perfect.
What the fuck is the initiative thing? Where is that? There it is. There it is.
How quick was it to see that it was what was happening there from back here? Or do I not know what's going on?
It was things happened very quickly there.
Okay.
I've got a wonderful token for this.
Oh, I didn't press my.
So this was this is perfect. You're all standing precisely where I want you to.
Oh shit! Click nugget.
Yeah, I didn't.
Should I just add you to the turn order there? You're right.
Please.
And you can put the numbers in there manually.
It's
Yay!
the
Horrors
best
within our
initiative
comprehension.
Ever rolled.
Okay. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh wait, but nugget goes after me. Stupid.
It's got such a ridiculous armor class. Anyway, because you are surprised, Randall and Nerily, you are affected by the surprise condition this round. Okay.
We go into
Please
one
feel
room in the
free to-
underwater tower.
First room.
Immediately die.
Surprised. You can't take any actions and reactions in the first round.
It's good. I mean, it gives me time to work out what the hell my character even does anymore.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Okay, so that's good because it is going to try and engulf you.
Oh, goody! I feel like
yeah.
lots of things engulf me.
Can we have an additional saving throw from the both of you, please?
Does it count as being engulfed
Dex.
if you chose to step into the vat of goo?
I think, unfortunately, it allows you to have a dexterity saving throw. So you did choose to stand forward, but I was being
No.
nice. Oh,
I
you
was-
want
I
to
was-
step in forward?
No. He was
before.
saying a lot of things engulf me, and I was
Oh, I
like,
see.
was it
Oh,
them
I
engulfing
apologize.
you, or did you choose to step into the
I
vat of goo?
apologize.
Well, look,
Oh, yes, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
I
Well,
was
Nerily,
compelled.
Oops, sorry.
That's true. You were compelled.
Nerily, you
I didn't mean to click that. I'm sorry. I don't know.
see the this huge. Well, you don't see much. There is a telltale sign that there is a gelatinous cube in front of you. Well, there are a few telltale signs. The first is that there is a wall of impenetrable ooze directly in front of you that you have felt. It sizzled your skin very briefly before it lurched forward towards you. The second is that you can actually see that one of the fish that was previously in front of you and swimming away is stuck in the bottom corner on the far side of this gelatinous cube. One small fish. It wiggles, and then it stops wiggling and it starts to dissolve.
Ooh.
You have been engulfed Randall saved and can step back 5 feet.
Okay, so I have an ability, my favorite by the gods, that
Mhm.
says when you fail. So I know that I failed
You have failed,
before
yeah.
I can choose to do that. So I'm going to try to do my
Sure.
2d4
Okay.
to not. Okay, 16. Does that help?
That does help very much, yes. You get to step back 5 feet as well.
Some feathers come
Yeah,
out as I'm like
exactly,
just jerked
yeah.
backwards suddenly.
You're jerked backwards and you see a feather in the gelatinous cube as it starts to sizzle and melt away. You are both saved by the dexterous feat that you have, or some kind of otherworldly guardian in Nerly's case.
Sorry.
Oh, is my music not looped? How annoying. I was like, I know precisely what I want to play on this map, and it played, and then it never looped. What's it called? Why would it not loop? That's so annoying.
Yeah, that's weird.
Golden brown. Loop. There you go.
This is a song that you all must know. This golden brown texture something?
Texture like goop.
I don't know. It's a
not know
reference.
the song? You don't know the song Golden Brown?
Golden brown, texture like sun. But what's it called?
It's called Golden
Brown. Yeah.
I only know it because whenever the ex-Prime Minister Gordon Brown comes up, I can't remember Gordon Brown.
That was nice. It sounds like the sort of song that would end up being like a barbecue place commercial, and they're just talking about like the meat and the gravy.
Okay.
So I was really confused. Okay.
Right, so Oozy Boy got his turn first because I was generous. Nerly, at the top of the turn order, you are technically, if we were doing this the right way, this would have been in a slightly different order, but I got excited and I wanted to gelatinous ooze you guys. So we're just gonna start from the top of the turn order. We're gonna be nice and clean from now on. Nerly is just lunged towards you. You've been snatched out of the way by some unseen feathery force, but it's definitely in front of you. The telltale signs being that there is something that sizzled your skin briefly, and there's a weird blurriness almost to the image ahead of you, and that sizzling now skeleton of the goldfish.
Poor goldfish. Oh, sizzle. I'm going to panic guiding bolt.
How's that?
Upcast it at a 2nd level,
okay,
and hope to not regret it. Don't regret it.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So, that's a 21 to hit and 21 damage. Radiant damage, I believe.
How much extra damage do you get per upcast?
I think
you
just
cast
one.
it at what level?
A 2nd level.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I saw 21 as the damage, and I was like, 21 plus 16? Fucking hell. No.
Oh, no. Yeah. 21 to hit, and also a total of 21 damage.
No, that's fine. You definitely hit, 100%.
Yeah.
Its armor class is very low. It is a big wall of gel.
Thing. Yeah.
It is a big old ooze. Okay, so you've cast your guiding bolt. Do you want to describe how that affects an ooze?
Ooh, that's a good question, or a good thing to think about. I think because I'm so close, it almost ends up kind of being like a shotgun. You know how like it splays, like instead of like and hitting like a concentrated place. I don't know why I needed to make the sound effect, but I needed to apparently. It just kind of like I cast the spell and it just like hits the thing and like peppers this like radiant damage across it, and it begins to glow. And then I whoop, skirt back. Holy shit!
Zoidberg back.
I sure do.
Okay. Haiku.
When in Rome.
When in Rome. I'm not allowed to add crabs.
That's fair. They are the spiders of the sea.
Yeah. I've got there's a no crabs rule.
Was it after I screamed? Yeah.
I think Haiku's going to do what Haiku always does and bring out the tiny Eldritch Cannon, 4th Ballista, which is their action,
Don't love to see it.
and then I will shoot it with said tiny force ballista as a bonus action.
Okay. Is that sitting on your wrist? Your shoulder?
No, the tiny force ballista is the big stone 6-shooter.
Oh, it's the pistol.
Yeah, yeah,
Hand cannon.
yeah.
Okay, nice. Oh my
Oh.
god! Oh my god!
Right.
Oh,
Whoa!
nice.
That's a tasty roll. That's 16
Hell
plus
yeah.
16 is satisfying as well.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I was going to say you have advantage, but you didn't need it. So
I think you might have that
Yeah,
rolling.
I don't think it should be
incorrectly.
16 but 16.
No, I think no. I don't think I'm not taking difficulty with that. If you highlight the first 16, it
Yeah.
has +2 in brackets strength. You're getting a strength modifier on your damage,
Why? Why is it doing that?
so you should switch that up because you'll probably get more.
It should be spell, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it
I
should
don't
be
know
int.
why that's changed. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it happened after everything we do that.
Well, no, the attack is there. The attack has int in it. It's just the damage doesn't have the int in it.
you should probably just be able to go into your
Yeah, it should be easy
like
to fix.
character sheet, yeah, and
Yeah,
the plus damage, so you can just switch.
Well, we'll
to
take the damage from here,
Double check.
and you can adjust it post hoc if you realise that you've made a mistake there.
Yeah, it should just be 3d8. It shouldn't be any modifiers on it.
Would you like to just describe your earth-shattering crit of a force ballista shot?
I think last time I used it, I described it as being really loud. So I suppose it's actually even louder now in the water. It's just
Cool.
really loud. You can physically feel it when
You
it fires.
you make actual wave ripples.
Yeah, yeah.
Glad you fired that right next to me.
Yeah.
Knocks everyone
And
back.
it's very hard to miss as you just kind of fan the force ballista into the wall of ooze in front of you. The ripples spread out across the entire floor. And you're certain that that's been felt elsewhere. As you do a shit ton of damage to this poor gelatinous ooze. Fucking huge amount of damage. in less than a round, this poor guy. Just trying to live his life. Just trying to eat some fish. Anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, I think you, Katie.
There is the gelatinous cube's turn. It lunges another 15 feet forward. Please make your dexterity saving throws.
All of us?
Or 10 feet forward. Just the people who are in the cube right now.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
The looks on that.
Dexterity, you said?
Yeah.
I don't think I missed. No, I didn't miss it.
Okay, Haiku, you are ejected. Oh, I clicked the wrong person there. I want
I'm
Haiku.
back at 5 feet.
There you go. You are pushed back 5 feet, but Randall, unfortunately, is not. Randall, you take...
Oh, I don't think this changed anything, but the force ballista pushes creatures back 5 feet as well, but I don't think that actually changed anything.
Will I love it. That's absolutely the sound of Randall being swallowed by a gelatinous cube. What I really want is that, I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer for that new D&D film, but I want someone to get sucked into a gelatinous cube and then the Wilhelm scream to go. Okay. Well, that 5 feet would have not made any difference in this particular instance, but it's good to keep in your mind. Make sure the damage is correct for your rolls in the future, though. Make sure there's no modifier added if that's necessary and whatnot. Okay, so Randall, you take 15 points of acid damage
Acid damage. That's
Yeah.
the worst kind of damage.
One of the things that so you are restrained, and whilst it says that you can't breathe, that's actually not true because you're currently bubble kelped. You're okay.
Silver linings.
Yeah, it's not great for you otherwise though. And it moves backwards with you in it.
Moves backwards with me in it.
Yeah,
Oh.
with you in it.
Jack, that's the crit roll, Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the first one is your normal one, and then you get another. You get the dice again, but not your modifier.
Ah,
Yeah, you get
Okay.
to roll all of the dice again.
okay.
You crit.
Gotcha. There still shouldn't be any strength or anything added onto it, but yeah, okay. Cheers.
Hi, the tuneful tinker.
Hi, thank you so much for the resub. And we're on the
I
hype
love
train
your
again.
name.
Tinker.
Tinker, what?
Thank you.
Oh, Tuneful Tinker's got 72 messages in. Tuneful Tinker's must have had a name change. Okay.
All right. I know who
Uh,
that is. I just forgot. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Okay, you guys are all happy with that? Okay, good. Yes, the cube starts to move away with Randall inside of it. We start with the next turn. Randall Dundragon, you are restrained inside of the gelatinous cube. You can try and escape it.
I will succeed at escaping it because I'm going to ghost form and step out of the gelatinous cube.
This is what happens when you put a low-level gelatinous cube against somebody with an ethereal form ability. All right.
I'm not having any of this nonsense.
All right. You use your ability.
Yep. I'm going
Uh-huh.
to step out of it this way.
Okay,
Oh.
Well, because now it can't lurch and get more than one of us.
that's true.
Or all
Yeah.
of us. Is that?
So
an
you've
action?
used
That's an
your that's an action, right?
action. I assume so.
I should fucking hope
Oh,
so.
it's a bonus action. No, it's a
Oh my
bonus
God.
action.
Oh.
So stupidly strong. But you're ethereal now, right?
Bonus.
So you can't do any damage.
I'm not ethereal. I think that's what we worked out before.
No, I think you
It's-
are ethereal. There's ethereal and the oh no, intangible. Oh god.
Why did you bring this up?
God.
I'm not the one that sends you to the other plane. I've got resistance to bludgeoning, cannot
Well,
be
there are-
grappled or restrained, can move
really
through creatures.
frustratingly, there are two other planes which are very similar. There's the ethereal plane and there's the astral plane, and the line between them is a bit blurry.
I think I've been saying go ethereal, but it isn't actually going ethereal. It's more
Okay.
like incorporeal.
Incorporeal, okay.
Yes.
So if you're
Why'd you have to
incorporeal,
go
you
and
can't
make
do any
things
damage.
So complicated.
Can I not?
You can't do any attacks if you're incorporeal.
But I only have resistance to bludgeoning. I'm not immune to it.
This is so fucking. Why did I have
What
to
does the
give you
description
this?
say?
Why did I give you this? Start from the top. Okay. Incorporeal. Resistance. Can't be grappled or restrained. It doesn't say that you can't attack, right?
No.
So I guess you can.
So I
But
will.
that's your bonus done.
Yeah, so I can't punch, but I can whack with a quarterstaff.
Whack whack.
Twice.
Both of those are hits.
I'm going. Oh, wait, no, that's going to be a bonus action. I can.
No bonus
No,
action.
that's not a bonus action. So I go to stunning strike as well.
Oh my god. I can't say. Okay.
Oh,
Con save.
so close.
Oh, got a good con modifier.
Oh yeah, I don't know what my.
I rolled a 10 though, so
That's
not that good.
probably not gonna work.
Yeah.
Because that one's my good one, my good spell.
It's not one of your warlock spells.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, so
Not
it's
good,
stunned. It's stunned. It has a +5 modifier for its constitution, and it is stunned. Oh, thank you, Omega Prime.
How dare you? So high, I guess.
I'm gonna add that to that saving throw there.
Oh
my God! Look at the
Wow.
unit I got!
Oh, you thought that one? That was so
Oh.
good.
Oh, that's the best one.
That's so good.
And it's what's your DC for that?
Why did you have to do that? It's complicated.
Because I'm pretty sure it saves. I
don't-
rolled very high.
Okay, did you roll above like 15?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, let's just say yes for the sake of speed. Because I can't remember what spell or what save it is. I assume.
Okay.
8 plus proficiency, which puts it at least at 12, and then I think for monks it's wisdom.
I think it's wisdom as well. But then it's complicated as well because I've got my stupid thing that adds my grimoire, which is +2, but it doesn't understand it's only +2 to wisdom spell DCs. So that's -2, so yeah, 15.
Okay, yeah, it succeeds. Anything else you want to do your turn?
No.
Nugget.
Yo.
Nugget and Oro.
It didn't change my turn orders. We're supposed to be at 17.
Oh.
I don't know whether
it
someone
might
was
have been
editing it at the
someone
same
else.
time.
Yeah.
It looked like it went through on my end, but no, it didn't. Okay, thank you.
Well,
Yeah, it went through my end.
Oh.
we missed your turn then. You should have gone in front of the gelatinous cube.
Oh, do I
But
not get
it's
to
too
go
late
now?
Apparently not.
Do I not get... I'm still gonna go.
Yeah, sure. Go on then. You get to go now.
What do you mean, sure?
I mean, listen.
I could have told you after it, but I told you
You should
before.
have told me when.
I only
before the-
realised when Randall went. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go before Randall.
Okay, right.
and,
Take
I
your
didn't
turn.
want to
take your
interrupt
turn, take your
Randall.
turn.
Oh my god. These things next to us, are they higher up? They are, right?
What?
These bits here, they're higher.
Yes.
How much higher?
5 feet.
Okay. And can I still get on Nugget?
Yeah.
And that's still fine.
All
'cause it's
movement is as
walking
if
and
you are
stuff?
not underwater.
Okay, I'm gonna get on Nugget and shoot my crossbow at the
Yeah.
boy.
Okie dokie.
Dude.
Unbelievably, both of those hit.
Oh! Wow.
I'm telling you.
Really low level.
Telling you. Are there new status icons?
Yeah,
Wait.
look, I got a little meat.
No. Those are the ones that Casey gave me.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know you could get different
little
ones.
meat.
Cool.
Aren't they cute? You can get them in the marketplace and stuff.
I didn't realize you
Mhm.
could get different ones.
It took me a while to figure out how to add them, but
Oh,
they're cute, right?
So cute.
Yeah, look at this one. They got little hearts,
Oh.
and they got a little clown.
Oh.
I like the mirror image one. Well, it's not a mirror image one, but it's the. Oh no, it is. It's 3 figures mirror image. The one underneath like the 5.
Yeah.
This is my emote now, forever.
That's so cute.
Okay, so you've made your attacks. 14 points of damage.
Nice. Oh,
Right.
I'm going to take a step back as well. Or 2 steps.
Okay. Top of the turn order, we got Neurally.
I would say how's it looking, but I don't know if I know well enough, even based on our last encounter, how to tell that. So I think I'll just hit it.
It's
with
looking torn
another-
up.
Torn up. Toe up from the flow up. I'm gonna do a guiding bolt again.
Okay.
Cha-cha.
Cha-cha.
26 to hit. 15 radiant damage.
It's looking real fucked up.
Hell yeah.
Like real fucked up. Like
Oh,
it's barely covering the corridor right now.
Okay, in that case, I will spend a sorcery point to make my Sacred Flame a bonus action, because it's a
Okay.
cantrip.
Whoa.
And it's got to make a dex save, which I imagine it doesn't do very well.
It does not do that. It has a 3. It has a 3 dexterity.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it does not save.
14 radiant damage.
It is gone.
nice.
The gelatinous
Randall!
cube is gone. Randall's looking a bit gunky.
I don't think that
Prestidigitation.
surprises us at this point.
Surely the water just like washes it off. I'm
Yeah, but
basically
it's kind
having
of
a
like
constant bath.
it's kind of like still on you a little bit.
Okay.
I prestidigitate.
You okay,
Hey, man.
Randall? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. It's fine. Like I've been in worse.
True.
Do we
All right,
want
well, let's see what's around that corner.
just
Sorry,
take
go
it
ahead.
Maybe let's watch out for the old cubes. Is there a cube in front of me?
You want to do a cube check?
Yep.
Cube check.
What's a
What are you
cube check?
doing?
I want to do a cube check, and I want to. Well, I'll use my quarterstaff, and I'll like poke forwards and through the corner.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go. This is like when we were in the last tomb you guys went into, and you had to tap the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, I feel like I've done this before. That was it. That was it. Yeah. Tapping all the stones.
Take this forward, everybody, into all your D&D games. Do a Randall. Have a quarterstaff. Tap the stones in front of you. Poke the air, just in case there's a transparent gelatinous cube.
At all times. You never know when there's going to be one.
At all times. A gelatinous cube is a CR2 monster with an armor class of 6. It has an armor class of 6. My god.
Yeah, but it
Still
Poor
big
thing.
did a
for the
bunch of
cube.
damage to me.
It didn't.
Yeah, it did.
A lot of
If
damage.
you if you stayed in there one turn, it would have done a bunch more damage. Okay. Right. It's a big cube. How do you miss? Precisely. But also, I mean, armor class isn't all about, you know, whether it's you hitting them, as I'm sure we can all agree.
Mhm.
It's about, you know, whether or not the thing that you've done to them has damaged them or worn them down in any way.
Yeah.
Okay. So an especially resistant cube maybe would have a high AC.
Very thick cube.
So
Very
there's no
viscous.
cube in front of you. Shall I assume from now on that you are doing your randling cube technique?
Yeah.
Randling cube technique.
Feel free. Keep on shuffling until you're ready to stop shuffling.
Where are the fishies? Are the fishies down here?
The fishies they are floating up against the door that you can see. So at the end of this corridor, there are 3 doors.
Oh.
The door here, and there is a door either side. Okay?
Okay. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
There is a small hole in the door to the left side here, and to the west. But the door to the south is closed, and so is the door to the east.
Okay. Well, we should probably have a peek through the little peeky hole.
The crack is like right against the corner of the bottom next to the floor.
Oh, that makes
So
sense.
there's a bunch of goldfish that are kind of swimming around in this corridor. But you see one swims through that crack. Are we having a peeky poo?
Yeah.
Who's having a peeky poo?
I will. I'll do
A
it.
cheeky little peeky
I'll,
poo.
with the one who can't has a blindfold on will do the looking.
Huh?
Yeah, weird how that works out.
Is this reflective of where you are, Katie?
Oh, I forgot I was supposed to be walking with them. Sorry, my bad.
That's okay. That's
Hmm.
all right. I'm just double checking.
I'm just like listening, and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta move my token. Right.
That's fine. I'm just making sure that you weren't like standing guard or
Purposely.
something.
Yeah, no.
So looking through here, can you give me a perception check? You get advantage because it's vision, but you're at an angle. It's it's right against the floor. It's dark in there.
I sure can.
Oh my god.
Damn.
So what's that? That's the 2 ends of the fucking spectrum there. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So can you describe to me why you get advantage on your perception checks with vision?
Because of my blindfold of the blind monk. So
Gives you,
it gives me semi-magical vision
mm,
and heightens my other senses and provides some kind of vision, like.
a classic monk item. As you peer through this very small gap, at the base of the door that you've just seen a goldfish go through, you see the face of a
A
goldfish.
Oh, goldfish butt. Okay.
It looks at you, shocked, and then it swims out of the way. Behind it, you can see that there are treasure chests. There are 4 full treasure chests that are open and filled to the brim with gold. At the far end of the room is what looks like the wreck of a ship. It's a very small room. Let's say
A small room, wreck of a ship.
it's about 25 feet long and only 15 feet high, or not high, tall, width and length. Oh god. So it's 3 squares up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait,
Oh,
which
no,
way is
it's,
up?
it's an awkwardly shaped room. 2, 3, 4, 5. Five squares across, 3 squares up. I don't mean like up. I mean this way and this way.
The floor area is 5
Yes,
by
the
3.
floor area is 5 by 3. I could have done that. I could have said that, but I wanted to make it complicated for you as a test.
Thank you. Thank you.
You
Comprehension test.
passed.
At the far end of it is what looks like the front of a wreck of a ship. Upon further inspection, because you have a 23 on your roll, you can see that it is just the bust of a ship.
Right. So it's like, does it look like it's like broken through the wall, or is it like mounted to the wall?
It looks like it is mounted to the wall. There is still some scraps of wood that are attached to it, but it is mounted to the wall. It is the figure of a very beautiful elven female.
I'm trying to work out what Randall's gonna do.
Is there any writing on the 3 doors again?
Jenny, how big are their titties? Just wondering.
Well, if I'm drawing it, I didn't know how big it.
I mean, she is a bust. We'll put it that way.
She is
Busty
boobs.
bust.
Got it.
It's just it's like a storage room.
Storage room full of treasure.
Randall doesn't think that
chests
we should be taking
overflowing.
the treasure. Doesn't want to
Oh,
have
okay.
to deal with people who want to take the treasure.
Sure.
What also I would have thought if I knew that there was treasure in there would definitely
Right.
be that we shouldn't take it.
Can we insight check, Randall?
Yeah, 100%.
Does that have to be like
Give us a
a?
deception check, please. Yeah.
Normally I would say, I don't know if we would normally do that, but he definitely said it very weirdly.
Can you give me a give me a perception check, please, Haiku? Oh my god!
I managed to beat that on a 6.
The 2 worst liars.
I'm terrible at lying, and you're
Rand,
terrible at telling if people are lying.
Can you demonstrate how bad your lie is for us, please?
It's just a storage room full of worthless trinkets. And there's so much goldfish in there. Lots of goldfish. I just saw lots of goldfish.
Are you?
Haiku, with a perception of 22, you can hear a whisper from the inside of the room in Aquan.
Oh no.
Oh, the busty lady's talking to you.
What is it?
She heard about your ability to breathe underwater.
Oh, I'm glad I'm the only one who thought it.
Wow, lucky.
Oof. Everything's coming up, Haiku. Things coming up. What of the whispering saying?
It's too quiet for you to hear. The sexual
Oh.
tension in that meeting was
Even if I
palpable.
listen really carefully.
Oh
The sexual tension in that meeting was palpable.
Like, I definitely know it's coming from the room.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I don't believe what Randall's saying. I think there's more to this room. And second of all, I can hear someone whispering from it. It's whispering in Aquan, so... But there's something whispering from inside the room with the peak hole.
We would still be able to hear that there was whispers, though, right? We just wouldn't understand what the whispers were.
The difficulty with Aquan is that it sounds like water flowing.
Right. Okay.
So only Haiku would be capable of really perceiving it as anything other than water.
Pulling it out from the surrounding sounds.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Oh no! Wait, that was another campaign where people were whispering.
I'm solid.
And
Feel me.
There's far too many appropriate voice clips for
I'd
this.
like to say additionally, so when we did those presentations, for Jack, I said that one of his skills was being able to just accidentally say sexy things, which is why we have so many sound bites.
What can I
When
say?
you were like, I tell people I can breathe underwater to woo them, and I was like, I don't think you even realize. Oh god.
Accidentally sexy.
That's what I got on my Tinder profile.
Randall, is there something else in there that you're not?
There's like there's a statue in the corner,
Anything else?
like from a ship. There's some wood.
Wood.
From this where it looks like the statue is from the front of a ship. There's bits of wood from
Oh, how big are her titties?
that.
I'm going to attempt to open the door.
Sure. It appears to be jammed.
Can I force it open?
You absolutely can. Yeah, give me a strength check.
I'm gonna step back so Haiku isn't trying to force the door while standing over me.
Oh.
I don't think it comes up.
Unfortunately, despite your incredible strength, doing so underwater is still a little bit alien to you. You've not had to use force underwater for a while. The door is
Must just
resistant.
be like a broom or something blocking the door from the storage room.
Who else thinks
There's
he
a vacuum
sounds
cleaner
really
in there.
suspicious?
Yes, are you worried about something, Randall?
No.
We don't need no inside check to tell about the
Yeah,
lie.
it sounds like you.
Well, I'm assuming that Randall's deception check is just so bad.
Yeah, it's staying low. Yeah,
Like-
it's staying
like-
on one.
Yeah.
You were so close to getting a 0 deception.
I think that would just be he would just tell the truth.
Wait, Oro wants to go and have a look in the little hole to see if she what she
You,
sees.
you don't
Sure.
need to do that. It's-
Okay,
there's
I'll
nothing to see.
I'll just check if there's a broom there.
I shuffle
Give me
slightly
a
to the
perception
side.
check, please.
Just a little bit.
15.
You can see a goldfish butthole that is obscuring part of the room because it's so close and in the way.
It's just so distracting.
For the rest of the room, you can see there are some chests in there. It does look like it's being used for storage of gold.
Oro stands up and goes, "Oh, so it's storage of gold." That's what you.
Yes.
Oh, there's some like fucking treasure chests in there.
Yeah, but we shouldn't take them.
No, I don't think we should take them either. Especially if Haiku can hear whispering from them. It reeks of cursed energy.
Mhm.
I think I heard a story about cursed gold underwater once.
How did
So
it
sure
end?
Randall's-
Something to do with how did it end?
Not
Can I-
well.
can
Pilots involved.
figure out the whispering yet, or is it still?
Give me another perception check if you like.
I already rolled a 22.
That was a sight perception check. Oh no, it wasn't. It was a hearing one. But you weren't
Yeah.
against the wall then. You were just listening.
Oh, I can hear you. Now I'm against the wall.
The wall
How
must
you
be
can-
sound.
I mean, you can listen to it and you can determine that it's not coming from one of the goldfish.
Oh, okay. So it's the fish aren't speaking to me.
That's good.
think
I
it's
mean,
gold.
from there's the gold. There's a buffed the ship buffed it now.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And that's the only other thing that could be, unless everything there is invisible.
Or it's the statue. Oh, the bust. You said that.
Good bust.
I feel like we should move on before we drown.
We've been here for 3 hours already.
Debating this door.
Are there any other Aquan words on the other doors?
No.
Shit. 50-50, which one do we go for?
What were you doing to try and open the door? Were you just trying the handle especially hard?
Yeah, and a little bit of shoulder.
Right.
What's
You're
the
welcome to
con
try.
made of?
I mean, it's a big stone door. It doesn't seem to be especially thick, so it's not like it's gonna take too much before it falls in. It's just whether or not you can do it or make it worse trying.
One more go wouldn't be an issue, would it?
You can try it again if you like.
Ah, it would be an issue.
Oh dear.
Haiku breaks every bone in their body.
Can you choose an item to fall off your shell, please?
Oh, I forgot about that mechanic.
You slam against the wall, and in so doing, is a huge crunch. Something you feel on your shell goes adrift in the water, but you can see that there's another crack that you've made in the door. You're certain that noise has travelled.
Okay.
You hear something from inside the door this time, and it's an Aquan, and it's hello.
Oh, it's a quarterstaff fell off the shell. By the way.
Oh, that's so boring.
Quite boring, isn't it?
Can we pick these things up, or are they just like gone lost to time when that's happened?
Yeah, pick them up.
Okay.
Just fall off.
If you notice, they fall off.
Yeah. Hi.
Are you having trouble with the door?
Yeah, it seems to be a little bit stuck.
Have you tried pulling it? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I can imagine.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's an old door.
Are we allowed in? Is anything? Or do you not want us? Who are you?
Oh no, come in, please come in.
Oh, so we're fine to come in.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna. There's someone speaking to me through the door. They said it's fine to come in.
Oh,
That's just what a
Must be
cursed
perfectly
person would say.
safe.
Well, yeah, they're speaking in Aquan, so I inherently trust them a little bit more.
But we are in the Feywild, so.
We are in the film.
yeah.
Probably
Maybe
not the best of ideas.
ask them who they are.
I did. They seem to I'll ask again. Who are you?
Oh, my name is Princess. Who are you?
Princess. I'm Haiku.
Hi, Haiku.
Hi, Princess.
You wanna what you up to? You okay? Everything alright out there? I heard a big noise.
Yeah, well, we there was a cube. Try to get the door open.
Oh,
The usual.
yeah. Well,
I don't mean
You
to be
don't-
rude, but are you like the buffed?
yes. No, I am. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'm the
Yeah,
buff.
Sorry for being so like straight to the point.
That's okay. Yeah. I mean,
We're not from
Are
here.
Are you something? What are you?
I'm a thing. I'm a tossle. That's why I can understand. None of
Oh,
the rest of our
cool.
party speak Aquan.
Oh. I can. What do they speak? I can speak other things.
I know they all speak common.
Succeed. There it is. Success.
Oh no.
Oh, it's
You
a success.
failed.
Perfect success.
It's such a good song. I love it. It's such a bop. So you said they speak common.
Yeah, you might have to speak up a bit though. I mean, the door's blocking a lot of it, and
She immediately switches to common. And says, hello, everyone.
Ah,
Oh.
Oh.
hi.
this is Princess.
I'm Princess.
Are you
Hi.
trapped here?
I mean, a little bit. It's been a long time since I've spoken to anyone that wasn't a fish.
What did fish talk about?
Honestly, it's a lot of talking about algae.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Do you know what horrible thing has infested this place and tainted the waters since you've been here for so long?
I mean, I haven't left here in a long time, but the door's been. I mean, is it broken?
Seems
Does it-
jammed.
Does it not open?
Is it
I'm a-
broken?
I mean, I don't have arms.
No, I'm asking Tom. Is it broken?
I mean,
Would I be able to tell it?
you've
Asking
significantly
Tom, is it
damaged.
broken?
You've damaged the
Oh,
mechanism.
I've broken it. Okay.
I mean, it was jammed before, but you fucked it up additionally. That's
Can
not to say that
I-
it's impossible to get past it, but you have now broken it beyond normal repair. It's not ever going to function as a normal door ever again.
You say
Wow.
that. How big is the break?
Without magical means, it's not going to function as
There
a
we go.
normal door ever again.
So we could
Start
cast
mending
mending
it.
on it.
You're going to cast mending on it. Okay. All right. Well, you successfully fix the 2 holes in the door that you were using to communicate with Princess.
I'm
Well,
going to cast
problem solved.
prestidigitation on the hinges
Okay.
to clean them.
The
So that
hinges
they're
are on the
easier to
inside.
open. That's fine. I think.
can't
Let me
see
look.
them.
Do I have to be able to see it? One moment.
Side, so it is a push.
It is a push door.
Maybe it's a sliding door. It's neither.
Why the hinges?
Well, we can't see any hinges, can we?
Oh no, we can. Oh, it is a. I'm gonna
The
try sliding
fish
the
just-
door.
The fish just talk
Okay.
about showing their buttholes to unsuspecting people.
Point of note.
Huh?
It says you create one of the following magical effects within range, and it goes on to list them. You can clean or soil an object up to no larger than 1 cubic foot. It doesn't say I have to see it.
I feel like since it's a cantrip and you're doing something through essentially a wall, not just the other side of like a horse or something, I feel like I'm going to probably rule that you need to be able to access it.
Okay. Okay. One thing we do know, if the hinges are on the inside, it is a push door.
That's something.
Maybe the hinges are at the top and we have to like
Oh.
push the door up.
Like a
It's like
fancy
it's like a
sports
garage
car.
door. It comes out.
Yeah.
Yes, a
one of
garage
those-
door.
One of those fancy ovens.
Yes, garage.
What do you guys call it?
We try to open it again now that we've mended it.
Sure. It does swing open.
Hey, we fixed it.
Surely enough, you can see into the room. There
And move
are,
my
like I
token
said,
forward. There we go.
yeah, feel free. Oh, maybe not that far forward. That's a
Oh,
different
sorry. Oh, sorry. My bad.
door.
I was
Uh,
confused about what
That's
door we
okay.
were looking at. Now I see the gold.
There are multiple gold chests, and instead of that gold chest on the far side, there is a the big bust of a ship.
Aw.
Not finished yet, but it's real cute.
It's real cute.
How did you get here?
Oh, I mean, I was on a ship once, and then the ship stopped being a ship, and I kept being me. And I guess people like, I mean, I'm valuable,
Hmm.
so I mean, I guess just I'm a treasure, something like that. I don't know, it's silly.
Does she make those faces too when she's talking, or is it like a completely still
she-
statue and I just
Completely
hear
still,
the
yeah,
voice?
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. There is no animation to this this ship bust
Okay.
at all.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Like, yeah. Okay.
No, you're right. You're right to ask.
So did someone put you here as like a tribute to Cornea?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess. I think people tend to just like valuable things, right?
I
Randall
suppose
has
I
a-
do.
Randall has a realization at this moment. What? Everyone tells us that nobody cares about gold in the Feywild, so why is there so much gold here?
Oh.
Is this a
Shit,
trap for non-Feywild people like us?
Wait, maybe they don't need it.
Then why is it here?
Nobody really comes in here.
I definitely don't think we should take the gold. I was only wondering if maybe we needed to save a sentient being from being trapped in a room forever.
I mean, if that's on the table, I'm open to it.
You're not gonna like
It's
attack us
really-
or something.
It's really boring down here, like super boring.
Yeah, I
how,
kind of
how
thought that.
large is this buff?
It's a convenient,
Oh, no.
Large is this bust?
how ample. This is Jack accidentally being sexy again.
The worst times to be accidentally sexy.
It's 10 by 10. It's a hefty bust. Ample.
An ample bust.
Too big for the shell.
10 by 10. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Like he takes everything off the back of his shell, but the bust.
Yeah.
Maybe
Like he just becomes like a ship now. You just have a bust on the back, and it's sentient, always talking to you, trebles your size.
All I
The
want
worst way to
to do is be a litter to a giant woman.
Well, so like, is the buff still attached to like a part of the ship, or could say the buffed bit be removed carefully and would it be smaller?
It'd be the same size, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a big buff.
All natural.
I mean, when they got me in here, they used some spell to make me smaller.
Oh.
Makes sense.
Is that
Yeah.
an option?
I know what spell you're talking about. I don't know how to do that spell.
That's a bummer.
So we've got something we have to do, and we have limited time to do it. But I'll ask about. I don't know if they. I think it's been a long time since they've been down here, so they might just not know, or have forgotten, maybe.
I mean, even when this place wasn't abandoned, I didn't see a lot of people come in here. They don't seem to care that much about the shiny things.
Yeah, they don't here.
But it's just so frustrating being abandoned. I'm a person. I've got hobbies. I like doing puzzles.
Oh.
Oh, I can think of a stone fellow whose company you might enjoy.
I'm listening. I know who you're referring to.
Oh, they are a puzzle, and they're a giant stone person.
Oh.
Not who I was
Doesn't like
thinking.
a good.
Oh no, not what I was thinking either.
No, I was.
I wasn't talking about Bastion. I was talking
Yeah, I was
about the
thinking about
literal
Bastion.
puzzle golem. So we'll come back because we can't actually carry you or make you smaller, but they might not
Okay.
realize that you're down here, and they I would hope that they wouldn't want to just leave you to be bored.
Well, I hope not. You ever find a boat that needs a bust? I'm here. I got nothing else to do. Can't do puzzles. The fish are really boring. There's not that much drama. They keep talking about these other fish people, and it's just boring. They seem really stupid.
What other fish people?
The fish people.
Like further in the temple?
Somewhere. I've not seen them. They didn't visit me.
Okay. We should probably go because we've only got a couple of hours that we can breathe down here.
Oh, okay.
But we'll ask the steward about it.
Hey, you guys find anything interesting for me to do? You come back though.
Wait, what boat did you come from?
I was on the Wayward Sail. A mighty vessel she was. We sailed so many seas, of this world and others.
looks at Randall. Do you know what you meant? You heard this boat?
I don't know. Should I roll to see if I've heard of the boat?
If you'd like.
Is that an advantage roll because it's a book history learning?
If you're looking in the book for history stuff, yeah. You flip through your book in the hopes that it magically presents you with a story related to the Wayward Sail. And you come across a story that is very difficult to understand. It's talking about a sea that has no waves and oceans with no water. And you get to the end of the page and it starts talking about stars. And you turn to read the next part of it and it's gone.
No, it's just confusing.
Do you think your book would have a good riddle for her to work on while we're gone?
I mean, maybe.
I love riddles.
Why?
Hi, book. I'm gonna tap on the book. Do you have a good riddle?
A second you touch it, it's like snatched.
I wasn't gonna take it.
Oh, my book.
Yeah.
I'll check book. See if there's a riddle in the book.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Now I know I get a bit touchy about stuff on the show, but that seems people are used to me doing it. That seems rather odd.
Yeah, I figured we'd probably address the obsession with the book when we were out of the Feywild.
Yeah.
It's not an obsession. It's just very important to me.
And it talks to you, and it's magical.
Yeah. And you didn't like nearly touching it.
No. You don't like people touching things on your shell.
You can touch them, you just can't take them.
We'll try. Doubt.
I just reach over and like start poking things on the shelf. Not poking and but like boop, 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 boop.
I like to think people don't poke them because Haiku doesn't know what half of them do. You go poking them, do something horribly wrong.
Well, good thing I didn't accidentally turn on a frog lamp.
You got any riddles?
No riddles from the book.
Oh, yeah, I look up a riddle.
Your book does not have riddles in it.
My book doesn't have riddles in it. My book doesn't have riddles in it.
All that knowledge and not a single joke or riddle.
I would offer the Tome of Clear Thought, but it's got like a couple of 100-year cooldown period on it.
Yeah, literally 100 years until I guess you.
And it gave you a headache, so.
Yeah. Would a bus be able to get a headache?
A bus steak?
Those sound real.
Can I just give them a random brain teaser that Oru has maybe heard in her time? And Jay just hasn't Googled.
Sure. You generate a brain tease that Oru's heard from your circus days, and Princess seems delighted. Oh, that's a good one. It's gonna take me a couple minutes.
Oh, it's why did the lumberjack cut down the tree?
Is this a joke or a brain teaser?
It says it's a brain teaser, but I mean, I feel like they're one and the same in this page.
Is this like why did the banana cross the road by any chance?
Why did he, huh?
Do I have to finish that joke for you, Jack? What
Oh, smell me, buy me, and deliver me. I won't change. What am I? There you go. And then we leave. Close the door.
You gotta put the answer for that somewhere, because otherwise people aren't gonna. People are gonna watch this.
That's
VOD.
the cliffhanger for the end of the episode.
Yeah.
We'll
Find
start
out
next
next week.
episode with the answer to Jenny's riddle. You better write it down in your notes now.
I know, I'm writing it down.
Sell me, buy me, delivery me. I don't change.
Delivery me.
Was it smell me?
Smell me. Smell me, buy me, and deliver me. I won't change. What am I?
Feces.
Is it a fart?
How do you buy a Never mind. I don't want to.
Probably surprisingly easily.
Yeah, honestly.
Is it potpourri?
Do you want to know the answer now, or you want to wait till next week? What's the...
Oh, I don't
I think
know.
you should
feel
end
like
the stream and then tell us.
We should use it as a cliffhanger for our beloved viewers, but then you gotta tell us.
Because we can't take it.
We can't take it.
We
They gotta
can't
take
take
it. All right, but that is the end of our session.
Okay.
The end of our session. You guys leave Princess trapped in the dungeon, surrounded by gold coins that you've apparently got no interest in.
Not a lack of interest. It is learning from past mistakes and worrying about the future.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Haiku does have an interest in them, but I think it's been made very clear that we shouldn't be stealing these.
Where else do you expect to get money if not dungeon delving?
We're in the Feywild.
We're in
We don't even have need
D&D.
of money.
All right,
Here's
that's
my
fine with me.
here's my / Nerly's thinking. It's right here at the front door, right? So
Uh-huh.
if we kill the thing and we get out and we go talk to the steward, we'd be like, "Do you know that there's like a talking, like a sentient statue down there surrounded by gold?" And I'm gonna see how he reacts. And if he doesn't act like it would be the worst thing ever for us to take some of that gold or rescue that bust, then maybe we might do it. But I don't want to anger the Archfey after hearing a story about how Chiasmus's body was being eaten away after crossing an Archfey. You know, just not really.
That's fair. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. All right. Okay. Well, we'll leave it there then, friends. We'll be back next week, I hope, unless there's something on. I don't know if there is, but we'll be back next week. With more D&D, I guess. We'll poke around the rest of this this dungeon. Hopefully, we'll find some goodies and not death.
A treat.
Yeah.
Only death for our enemies. Am I right?
Be nice.
Okay. All right, team.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we end it there. Thanks very
Yeah.
much, everyone who's been watching with us.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's always a highlight of my week to hang out with my wonderful friends playing D&D, but also with our wonderful friends in chat.
Oh.
And also, it's just funny when you guys have the sound bites. It's genuinely,
Mhm.
it's so funny.
Yeah.
They add so much to the game.
They really
Okay.
do.
What's the plan here, Jenny? Yeah.
I'm out of here. GG's, everyone.
Could I request a raid?
Oh.
Sure.
Charity
Oh.
stream going on.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh.
Paste the username in chat and I'll copy and paste it.
I'm pretty sure you follow.
See you later, fuckos.
We're doing a raid, so if you want to join for the raid, you should, because they're doing a charity stream. And if you don't, you're an asshole.
Part Welsh, what a fun name.
Okay, let's just get ready for the raid. Let's all wait for the raid to the countdown until I can actually raid officially. Okay. All right. Thanks for hanging, everyone. See you next week. Join us on the raid.
Bye.
See
Bye,
ya.
hearts. Bye.
Bye. Cheers, Jenny.